Is it hard to understand?
When it comes to reading the Bible, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that this is the Word of God.
The seals have been broken, and the truth is here.
And when we go throughout the scriptures, when we go throughout extra biblical records, we find that the language that God employed, that He used to create the heavens and the earth, was the Hebrew language.
Christ said, I came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But yet no one, no religious leader, no religious church out there anywhere can now identify the 12 tribes of Israel. Can we? God is quite simple, but it seems as if man makes understanding Him hard.
What are those mysteries?
The truth of your book and the truth will make you free. The Hebrew and Bible Academy, you're invited.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. I am Elder Rawchaa on G.O.C.C. Media Tuesday nights. And you already know what I'm drinking in my Judah cup. Watermelon honeydew cotton candy for K. Supplements.com. Tonight, I'm going to have a good show. Good to be here. Good to see everybody. All praises be to the Most High. How is everybody doing tonight? I want to make sure everyone can hear me clearly first. All you have to do is say Khan. And for those who are new, who does not know what Khan means, it just means yes. You are just in agreement. Say Khan if you can hear me clearly. I am your host tonight, Elder Rawchaa. Coming here tonight to get your mind right. All praises be to the Most High. You know we got to have our BCAAs. We got, especially if you're a hard worker and you want to stay going all day. You see what I'm saying? So I like to educate my people on some of the things they can do. I'm gonna always tell you what I do when it's time for me to really focus on something. I'm writing rhymes or doing something. I take that anxiety for me and that Neuro Plus, keep my mind focused. The anxiety keep you from stress, even though you don't stress, keep you from the stress. The cinnamon and all of the beautiful brain herbs we got in the Neuro Plus, that's just to get your mind right formula. You understand? So anyway, Supplements.com. And guess what? For those of you who are new, because a lot of you don't know, it's a lot of guests who watch our show, new members, new people coming into the fold. For those people, we have to promote our Hebrew and Bible Academy. If you really want to get your knowledge on point, all you have to do, I'm going to keep it really simple for you. I'm going to put the link in the chat box. Go to history. I'm going to say it again, historytimes.org. Let me type it in the chat box for you. historytimes.org. And you're going to go there and you're going to check out the Hebrew and Bible Academy. Okay. And yes, it does cost a little money because it is an academy, it's a school, and it helps to further the work. And it's going to do more than help further the work. It's going to help further you in your life. Okay. So that's something you want to be a part of, something I would not want anyone to miss. So if you're a new one here, or if you're not new, of course, you guys who are already getting a healing and a blessing, you already know what it is. But for those who are new, because it's a lot of people who watch my show, it's a lot of people who comes on here who are Christian, who are atheists, whatever the case may be, who are coming to the fold of Christ, seeing all of the crazy things that's happening in the world, which we're going to show tonight. So go to historytimes.org so you can learn about creation. You can learn about husband and wife. You can learn about how the Israelites got here. You understand, what tribe is what. You can go into these lessons without having to search through all of the old videos, which is a good thing for you to do. Some of the old videos are beautiful, but it's nothing like the manifold lessons that's coming out, you understand, in the times that we're in right now, like fresh. You're going to get the news. You're going to learn how to speak Hebrew, your original language, right? So it's very important that you get your study game tight. When I was a young man, guess what? The most thing I focused on was not who I'm going to marry or all of these things. Or I focused on fasting, praying, studying, listening to the elders, trying to learn. And guess what? That's before I would start I'm not going to say when I would start my ministry, but when you're really going to really just take off. Okay, so it's just very important that you take that time out for yourself, all right? It's very important. Tonight, my lessons are a call to action. My lessons are a call to action. My lessons are call to actions. That's my personality. It's a call to action. And, once again, we don't want any new member to think that they should come into our church to sit down and wait on Christ returning. No. Christ said, you asking me about where is the kingdom coming from? Is it going to come over there? Is it going to come over here? No, the kingdom is within you. That's why I call my supplement company that. Kingdom is in you. It's your choice. If you're going to wake up every morning and be lazy, I can't take the supplement. Okay, well, it's not for the excuse makers. Sorry, it's not for you. And if you do fall off, as we all do sometimes, you get back up. A righteous man falleth and gets back up. Okay? So it's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just get back up on the horse and keep riding. Because he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. And we're going to continue to say that. Why? Because in Ezra, there's a battle that each one of us must fight, and we must continue to fight all the way to the end. So I'm never going to stop telling you to fight, to be strong, to work hard. Why? If you stop now, let me tell you, it's some people out there preparing every day for the week. For the week. So I'm just saying, that's on you. It's on you. And if the Most High bless you with the wherewithal, you would know that in the scriptures it tells us that the poor shall always be among us. If you're preparing, leave a little extra in the tank for the poor. That's how our nation was. We were working hard to have something and to build legacy, to build our nation. Yes, we are in captivity, but we still must do the best we can with what we have. We must. This is our kingdom. Are we going to fight for it, or are we just going to lay down? It says, who shall rise Judah up? Who shall rise him up from laying down? Not the talkers, not the praise of higher all days, just from the mouth. Worship me indeed with all thy soul and all thy might. Like you was building Satan's kingdom. You built Satan's kingdom. Our forefathers built Satan's kingdom, and somebody come and pull the rug from right up under us. So I appreciate the brothers and sisters in Chicago protesting for the migrants and the immigrants coming in, taking all of the jobs, coming here and getting the last bag before Babylon falls down. I appreciate somebody standing up for the fight. I do. I mean, it's almost a little too late, but it's never too late. You know what I mean? I appreciate our people hey, we're not voting for you anymore. We're not doing any of these things that you're talking about out there to support you and your system until you look out for our people. And we really need to stand by that. Okay? And the easiest way for you to stand by that starts with you and your household. Tonight, we're going to talk about something. Jacob was a supplanter. But has Jacob been supplanted? Is he being supplanted? All of these migrants and immigrants coming over here. When we built this place, all of this sin over here that we have cleaved to, have we been supplanted into thinking that that's our treasure? That's our gift? Are we thinking that hell is just on earth and that there's no heaven that's coming? There's no kingdom that we should be working to build upon the coming of our Christ return? Huh? Are we being supplanted? Because if you think this is just hell, like some of the other camps, unfortunately, guess what? I mean, your actions is going to show forth. You're going to think that this is a fleshly war. Yes, the spirit is manifested through the flesh. Yes. That's called faith and works. Right? So is Jacob being supplanted? Have Jacob come from the Christian church? Jacob was in the Christian church, putting in all the work, praising the Lord. You understand, building. Oh, we need a new church, pastor. We're going to get you a new church in a month. And then Jacob got all the truth. The Prince of Power is his name, Israel. And then came here. Now we waiting on Christ. Is that what we become? Hope not. Hope not. Y'all know you can't be that way on this show. No. And hey, my congregation, no, they can't take up a seat just to come and sit down on the Sabbath. We're not going to have it. Everyone has to bring a brick when they sit in that seat, so we can continue to build the kingdom of Christ. Is Jacob being supplanted to think that what the Most High told us is wrong? The Most High said, learn not the way of the heathen. Don't cleave to these heathen or these Gentile ways. Yes, the strangers can come among you to learn your ways, for you are the holy people, but you should not cleave to their ways as we are doing now. Stop being deceived to think all of these famous people are living a beautiful life. They have to work just like you guys. They have to work even in the evil kingdom. And a lot of these people are not who you think they are. And guess what? I pray that they come back to Christ, though. Your Rick Rosses, your 50 Cents, your Meek Mills. But I'm going to tell you the truth about some of these people. Hey, it's a lot of information that's been out there even before I've been in truth about these people. Some people is like that, you know what I mean? But hey, some people is like that, but acting hard. But it's okay. They can still come back to this too. The reality is I must speak the truth about it. You should feel bad about, hey, and hey, I see Meek Mills out there. Shout out to Meek Mills, brother. But I'm going to tell you, come all the way over. Let's not do the lukewarm tap dance. Come all the way over. That white man who what's his name? Mark Rubin, I don't know his name. Come all the way over here to Christ, my brother. Leave that Islam alone. Come all the way over. You a child of Israel. Huh? You can go get you an enema or something. Hey, you can repent. I'm just keeping it real because it's a lot of rappers out there acting hard. Huh? But the real stories is out. The real stories is out, and I'm going to keep it real with you. Come all the way to the truth. Stop putting out a facade of being hard. You know you rappers know you didn't just get a free ticket out of jail. And then you got to be a puppy to these billionaires. Come on now. And let me tell you, they putting all the information out there with Puffy and all these people, but it's not really about just that. A lot of people don't know what Puffy about the drink. When they told him if you try to go too deep with this liquor, you start scratching the surface a little too deep, they said we're gonna take you all the way down. So it had nothing to do with Cassie. Let me tell you, Cassie knew what was going on with Puffy before she got with him. They don't care what you believe in, guys. Huh? At the end of the day, they know you are Jacob. So is Jacob being supplanted? You think you get up in there in their little system, you get in their little Masonic cult, and let me tell you, they are supplanting you now. You were the supplanter in the beginning. You were the hustler who out-hustled people. See? We were not gangsters and pimps and hustlers. Huh? We once sought wisdom of the Most High to get us through all our ways. We once sought counsel from the priests to get us through all our ways. We once sought counsel from the prophets to get us through all our ways. And guess what? You probably like, who is this man? Who is this nigga on this social media, talking all this crap about me? Well, brother, at the end of the day, I love you. But the truth must come out. You are a king. You are not somebody's puppet. I love what you're doing, trying to change laws and making money and all of this, but you must do it for Christ and his kingdom. You come from Jacob. Jacob is the former of all things. So you're the one with the real talent. And you see no way out but to come under these Gentiles and to try to get things done. But you come together with your own people. We got strangers among us who are in Christ, though, to make things happen. At the end of the day, if the will of the Most High is not being done, it's all going to come to naught. You see? So let me tell you. Hey, I used to look up to some of these people and you know, but like I said, I know people, I know stories, and I'm not gonna put these things out there, but I'm tell you what, these people are not who they say they are. These people are not who they say they are. So a lot of them, I feel bad for the poor young generation looking up to these people. Christ said, "You shall know them by their fruit." But anyway, before we go into this, I promised one of these brothers that I was going to play his beautiful song, Brother G.O.C.C from the Carolina body. And yes, I played it last week, but I'm going to play the video because it's a beautiful video with unity and brotherhood. You see what this thing is supposed to be about, what the mission of Christ is supposed to be about, because we have a lesson, we have a good lesson. Sorry, I came on a little late. I'm doing a lot of work behind the scenes. Trust me. I mean, I'm never not working, and I want to work. Christ, I want Christ to come back and see me working. All the men under me and the women under me working, building his kingdom to better our people in our community. That's what it's about. I'm not, yes, the doom and gloom is out there, and yes, we must be preparing. That's really, after a while, supposed to be common sense. But it should be, hey, it's a joy to put the work in for Christ and not stepping on people's toes and casting out pearls before swine and things like that, right? See, we want people to join this party, this beautiful party. We want people to be singing this beautiful song of the gospel with us. So let me tell you, if I'm one of those people, unfortunately, I was in the street life. And I don't look down on those brothers because a lot of them I still get respect from, and they still reach out to me for counsel. And I'm going to try to go get some of my people to visit them in the prisons and to try to, to help some of these people to get this gospel in there. You understand? Because, a lot of them just didn't have the wisdom, but they had the right, they had the right intentions, but a lot of us didn't have the wisdom to know what to do with the money, how to do this with the money, and how you understand how to go about things the right way. So that's what this is for, to help the sick, not just to keep the light among the Hebrews. See? But, I'm going to digress on that. Without further ado, let me go ahead and play this song really quick. Brother Rawchaa with Made for Your Glory. Were we not made for the Most High's glory? And I want to say this. I'm starting to see young men dress better. Hey, there's nothing wrong with every now and then you hop on put your hoodie on with your t-shirt. And I want to put this out there. Last week I was talking about the t-shirts and the fringes. But a lot of you don't understand what I was saying. You don't understand the parables, what I was saying. I'm saying if, because there's some security in my church who wears these things. But they look, they look up to par. You're going to put that t-shirt on, it shouldn't just look like a t-shirt. It should look like, who is this dude? This dude is in shape. He might mop me up off the floor. That means you ain't doing enough reps. I'm sorry. Okay? Regular arms for a man, let's stop it. Let's start pumping some reps. I don't care if you got a band, a little machine, some push-ups. I don't care if you're doing push-ups on your knees. Let's step our game up. Push-ups on the wall. I don't care what you could do. Let's get it. So what I'm saying is, if you're called to be the light of the world, show it. First, with the inner man, with the Holy Spirit. But what I was talking about last week was you have a lot of, no disrespect, I love these brothers in the camps. I love what they're doing, but they don't have the Holy Spirit. One, they don't believe in baptism. They believe that this place is hell. They don't believe that there's a hell. And what I'm saying is, when I see a man, if I'm putting myself in a Christian position, because guess what? I get beautiful brothers and sisters converted from the Christian church. Me, I do. I got a great singer. He sound just like Luther Vandross. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Hey, brother Richard Evans is cold. That's the brother who sell the chocolate from conciergechocolate.com. I'm gonna tell you right now. So if we was walking around being too cocky and you know these people coming out looking like what I got on right now, and they looking at you with a t-shirt and some fringes, they don't understand that right away. And it's okay. If you were humble, they may give you an ear. That's what I'm saying. But if you want to be real, compared to what they have on and what you got on, why should they stop if you're not humble? At least let your humility outshine what you have on. Because really, if you don't even have humility, you're definitely going to look all flesh. And if they're dressed like this and you're dressed like that, I'm sorry to tell you, you look regular. And so I'm going to say it again. So if this is your temple, make your temple look better. You were called to be the most holy people on the face of the earth. We all gonna wear t-shirts sometime with our with sons of Jacob, King. We gonna wear that, but make sure you look your best as possible, especially the men of the Most High. Make sure you out there and you want to be cocky. Oh, you ain't supposed to be doing this and doing that. Okay. Why would I follow you with what you're talking about? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's wrong to wear these things, but if you want to be cocky about it, don't think nothing's going to happen. Why am I saying that? Because you're just fishing with a hook with no bait. You're just fishing with a hook and no bait. Paul said, be all things to all men. Okay? So I'm seeing brothers on Instagram, Facebook, changing their attire. I don't want you to dress like me. Dress how you gonna dress, but dress your best. Let me tell you, when you're going out to do a mission of the Most High, if you going to Home Depot because you coming back to do some work at the crib, yeah, obviously you're gonna have on. You ain't gonna have no suit on. But if you're going out to do the work of the Most High, if you're going to the bank, you can't come in that thing unless you just had to go there at that time, right after work. Go your best so you can, glorify the Father. That's what I'm saying. So, you don't want to look like you're off the color purple. Hey, step your game up, sisters and brothers. Some sisters want to get married. You're being too humble. Men like the outward appearance too. Sorry to tell you. The inner man is more important, but the outer man is it's important too. Just like exercise, bodily exercise profited little. Spiritual things profit more, but you just can't neglect it. And why am I saying that? I'm proud of this young man. I had a lesson on the Sabbath, and this young man asked the question. Before I go into the video, he asked the question. He said, I got a few things to work on. I'm young. He's new in the truth. And he said, sometime I want to go get something to eat because I maybe not want to eat no noodles in the cabinet. I said, one, you shouldn't be eating no noodles. It's not against the law, but they're not healthy for you. Two, you need to have more discipline and prepare yourself. And I told the young man, I respect you for being honest because most people just keep it to themselves. I respect you standing up in front of all these people being honest. And I asked him, do you work out? He said, no. Heck no. I told him you need to be doing minimum 50 push-ups a day. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How you going to be the men of Israel and Judah and you not coming prepared? No. We had to bring the discipline back in our nation. And he took the information, and a young man like that down the line can be a great young man for seeking counsel and taking it correctly. With humility. Contrite at heart. So I appreciate you, young man, for coming out, for standing up and saying, you know what? I need to work on this. I need to get this together. How can I do this? Young men, you come to the Sabbath. Hey, we ain't coming to look raggedy. We coming to look our best. Raggedy or raggedy, whichever one you want to call it. Get your hair cut. Go and find you some better clothes. There's a such thing as casual, but guess what? We in 2023. You don't have to go broke. So hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking some young brothers shopping and show them how to do this thing right. You want you a little honey? Huh? Hey, you got to get your stripes like a bee, brother. You got to put in your time and your works. Huh? I'm just telling you, come clean. Come presentable for the Most High. Come in and put your foundation and your works in and keep yourself quiet and learn under the elders. And guess what? Before you know it, there you go. There you go. All right? So, yeah, let me go ahead and show my brothers right here. Let's get it. Fair use. Fair use.
Just different.
Do you know what you were made for? I think I got a little idea, according to the scriptures. Let me provide this little testimony for you. Gotta let my light shine so I can glorify my Father, be the blessed servant he finds. We don't know the hour that the sun is coming back with them brimstone showers. I was bought with a price so that I can give him honor. I was made in your image, I will never diminish all the glory you deserve. I am in this to win this, determined to finish. If it's me that you preserve, so I'll fear my God and I'll keep his commands. For that is the whole duty of a man. I know what I was made for. I was made to give you glory. I know what I was made for. I was made to give you glory. Made for your glory. Made for your glory. Made for your glory. Made for your glory. Marvelous are your words, yeah. You created heaven and the earth. You formed men from the dry and dirt, yeah. Had my mission set before my birth. Before I came forth from the womb, you knew me in the belly and you groomed me to be your honorable servant. And I'm gonna serve you, that's exactly what you made me to do. I'll fear my God and I'll keep his commands. For that is the whole duty of a man. I know what I was made for. I was made to give you glory. I know what I was made for. I was made to give you glory. Made for your glory. Made for your glory. Made for your glory. Made for your glory. All right. I was made for your glory. I was only made to live your story. Never catch me sleep nor snoring. When I'm walking in your ways, I'm soaring. I know where my blessings come from when the rains is pouring. I gotta hurry up and run and get them out, cause they spilling all over the flow, man. Cause my cup is overflowing. It's a blessing just to know him. This vessel's a construction site and the Most High be the foreman. I will never ever ignore him as long as he keeps me anointed. I was made to adore him. I was made for his glory. Let's go. I fear my God and I'll keep his commands. For that is the whole duty of a man. I know what I was fully. I was made to give you glory. I know what I was made for. I was made to give you glory. Made for your glory. Made for your.
Know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Listen, giving props to my brothers. Come in like a king. When the last time you seen a king come regular? I hear somebody say, I can't wait till these outer things don't matter. The outer things don't matter. They just matter. I mean, but at the end of the day, even when the angels come, you're going to see them shining. When they talked about Sarah's beauty, the world couldn't see her inner beauty. How would the world know her inner beauty if they don't know her? They see how beautiful she was also on the outside. And that doesn't mean she had to show her body. So that means what I'm saying is you still have to look presentable. Obviously, the most important thing is the inner, but we have to keep stressing. Israel think when you become Israelites that you just come looking scruffy. And you just come and just look, you just accept me as I am. You came more fly to the Christian church. So you presented yourself better in the Christian church to your God than you do now. No. Just because you're being too humble. You're not supposed to come in sackcloth and ashes. That's your beginning stages. You come in your beginning stages that way, and now you come out to glorify the Most High. When the angels came, they always came shone and shining. Okay? So that means your personality, your respect, your love, your charity. It's that too. We're not just talking about no clothes, but you also must present yourself as the sons of the Most High. All white, nice, crisp, clean, whatever color you want to wear. I'm just saying. We really got to get out of this thing of being regular. I'm sorry. The Most High is not regular. Christ is not regular. I'm sorry. You're not gonna downplay my God and His Son. If that's on you, that's what you want to do. That's cool. But we got work to do. We got souls to wake up. They look better than a lot of them looking better than the children of light. That's what Christ was saying. He's like the children of the world and darkness is more wiser than the children of light. How you gonna be set apart looking regular? No, do your best. He said, worship me with all your soul and all your might. I don't care if you get offended about that. You need to understand and respect your God and what He's saying. Look at the way that the Levites was decked out. He was specific about that. So if you want to be regular, that's on you. You be called least in the kingdom. I'm not saying the outward appearance is more important. You didn't hear me say that. That's why people couldn't understand Paul. That's why people couldn't understand Paul. His words were hard to be understood because they didn't get the principle and the exactness of what he was saying because they don't understand the gospel. The whole mission of why you was born now and why you're here is to wake people up. And I'm going to show you that tonight. Exactly. I'm not regular, but I'm still modest. There you go. We can be modest and holy. We don't have to look like whoremongers and whores, but we still must come presentable, not walking around with your butt cheeks out, with your pants too tight on your calves, looking like, hey, abominations out here. Looking like you shrink wrapped out here as a man in your pants. No, we ain't doing that. Okay? So some people come in the truth new and they want to bring their own thing. We bring in Christ. We don't need your thing that you bring in. We need Christ. We need the thing that Christ gave to you that you're trying to downplay. Stop downplaying yourself. You're better than that and you're more than that. And that's probably why you're not getting no fish. And you're complaining about why people's not waking up because they looking at you like, why should I change like you? You just look regular. Christ came that way because He's the total king. But hey, the last thing you want to do when you travel, being black, is looking like a hobo. I'm sorry. Or they kicking you out the country. So you either going to peep the game or understand the wisdom or you're not. Straight out. I mean, We getting ready to go into the lesson, though. I'm going to show you some videos about what's going on in this world and how they're tricking our people into thinking that this is the way of life. This is what we should be following, the image of the beast. Have we been supplanted? Have we been tricked? Have we been undermined? Have we been hoodwinked? You see, even the Masons, they trick each other. If you are a Mason, guys, if you are a Mason and you don't study and you don't try to find out certain wisdom and certain hidden things, you won't even get the same respect as the high master Masons. They will hoodwink you and trick you until you come and find out that they were tricking you the whole time. That's how this thing works, just so you know. Once you found out that you've been hoodwinking, they tricking you, that's when they show you respect. They like, oh yeah, you done found out, man. Now you up here. Yeah, we were just waiting on you to find out the whole time. You see? Let me tell you, Christ said, it's going to be to you as unto your faith is. That's what he was always saying. If your faith is regular and weak and less, that's on you. If he comes to heal you and you go back into the same thing, that's on you. So another thing, we're not begging people to have faith. We're putting the lessons out, we're putting the wisdom out. If you don't want to have it, that's on you. You know, it's, hey, be Lot's wife, men and women. You either get right or you get left behind. That's what Christ says. Depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I know you're not. So what I'm saying is we're not leaving no room for no excuses. Okay, you have, and it's understandable. We just got to get that spirit of the mindset of weakness out of here. The lions and the devils come to attack the weak, those who are too depressed, too mourning, those who want people to feel sorry for them. Woe is me. Hey, get that up out of here. We don't want that by us. See? Yeah, so let's go into some of these things of what's going on in this world today. Just a few of them. Because Israel seems to, let me show you guys something real quick. This is Israel right here. Great example. Great example of Israel right here. And not all Israel either, but a lot of us. Fair use. I'm going to show you guys this real quick. This is how we can't be when we come into this truth. We can't be tossed to and fro. And this is why our sheep need a shepherd when they lie to themselves and think they don't. How shall you learn if you're not taught, if you don't have teachers? That's what Christ said. Check this out. Fair use. Rescue the sheep out of the ditch. Here we go. Boom. Look at it again. You rescue your people out of the hood, all these things, and look how they treat you. They go right back to it. You see? Come on now. This is what we're talking about. We rescued you out the Christian church. The Most High gave us the power to raise the dead, to heal the blind and the sick. And you go backwards. No. We need your help. The harvest is plenteous, but the labors are few. You coming in here just to wait on Christ. Don't come in here to wait on Christ. You coming in here to work. You coming in here to make a better life. Get your household on point. Let me tell you, it's marriages and a new life going on in my church. I seen a sister a few weeks ago. She stepped up there, and let me tell you, this sister, I thought she was quiet. She got up there. She got married. Her and her husband come and fly. And when she got on the stage, they was giving out an award for a sister who does a praise dances. And I said, man, this sister sound like a whole mayor up here. This is what Israel is about. And guess what? She shouldn't doubt that she or he or her husband wouldn't become something better one day. She shouldn't. Or should they just sit back in the class quiet and not bring their brick? That's what a lot of people think that this is about. No, we are to exhort people. We are to provoke others unto good works. This is what happened with the children of Israel. You go help them out. Hey, they come back and turn to a Judas on you. They jump right back into the ditch. They come from being strong in Satan's kingdom back to being weak. And it's okay. Some people just don't know. But I'm here to tell you today, that's not Jacob. You've been supplanted by the devil if you think that's what Jacob is. Jacob is the one who supplanted people. Jacob is the former all things. We lying down. We supposed to be rising up. The world is waiting on Judah. What's going on? I'm Gad. What? The world's waiting on Judah. Yes, I'm Gad or Levi. That's what I am. Maybe I'm Judah. I don't know. But I'm Gad or Levi. All my family, when I look back, they got these little tight eyes. They look like Gad. So we waiting on Judah. And let me tell you, Gad is cold too. Gad was Elijah the Tishbite. That's what he was, a Gadite. Gad was some lions and warriors too. And David kept them next to him because that's how cold they was. David, I'm keeping some of these Gadites under me. Read it in the Bible. He said they had faces of lions. But right now we're waiting on Judah, the Lion of Judah. Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. We're gonna go to the next video. Show you how Jacob had been supplanted from his law. This is not us. Let us not fall into these things that the world is teaching us. Fair use here. This mess. This is what we fall into false reality TV. They call it reality TV. This is not reality TV at all. At all. You got Nick Cannon out there. Nick Cannon, come on back, brother. What's going on with you? You didn't join Zeus. You didn't partner up with Zeus Network. You got dark skin versus light skin. What's going on, brother? You've been supplanted, man. You've been supplanted out there. What is going on? You were just talking about we was Israelites, and then you to crouch back down. Wake back up, my brother. We praying for you. Come on now. We remember that interview that you did with Professor Griff. Wake back up, brother. Wake back up. Back up out of your sleep. You just like this sheep I just showed on this video. You jump back into this thing. And we gotta pray for my brother Kanye, because Kanye got zeal right now. But he's saying bad language and all this, and you know how people was when we was in the world. But Kanye, you need a teacher. Give us a call. Send us a message. You need guidance. You need a teacher, my brother. Because you're leading through emotion and you thinking it's about hit 'em up style like Tupac. It ain't gonna last if you roll that way, my brother. It's not wisdom. You can't move through emotion. I know you're giving out information and all that, but you can move a little bit more smooth as a warrior in stealth mode. You see? I know you in and out and all that, but you need guidance. That's all I'm saying. It's time to stop making songs about sleeping with women and all that. That have nothing to do with the gospel. If you need help, we here for you, my brother. It's straight out. And listen, straight out, we here for you. We praying for you. But you need some with the modern day OGs. You need some teachers. We going into it. We not gonna don't let nobody supplant you into thinking that this is you. Come back to your God, children of Israel. The Negroes from the tribe of Judah. The Native Indians from the tribe of Gad. The Mexicans from the tribe of Issachar. The Dominicans, tribe of Simeon. Puerto Ricans, tribe of Ephraim. Genesis 49 is where you can find your tribe. But we are all together. Cubans, Manasseh, Hawaiians, Naphtali. Come on now. Come on back to your God. You see what's going on in this world. Don't let them supplant you. They supplanted us now when we supplanted them in the beginning. So we're going to go into some scriptures tonight to show you how our forefather was before and how we have to come back to that. You were Jacob. You were Israel. Israel means prince of power. All right now. Fair use. This is what's going on in the world, guys. This is what's going on right now. Fair use. My wife's ex is dying and wants to sleep with her one last time. Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this foolishness? This is what's going on. Guys. Once our forefathers did not listen to our God, they gave us over into these foolish nations. Are we really following these foolish nations? This is not us. I'm trying to tell you. The things that we're doing today, the rainbow gang, huh? Yeah, that's what we call it, the rainbow gang. You know what I'm talking about. We got to be careful what you call them before you get in trouble. These are not us. These pagan holidays, these things are not us. And I mean no disrespect to people who don't know, but this is not us. I'm just telling you the truth. It's not us. It's not what our God told us to do. When did you see these things in the Bible? Jeremiah 10 told you don't worship the Christmas tree. It didn't say do it. That means people are not actually reading it. That means pastors are not actually teaching their congregation these things. That means they are supplanting you. Jacob is not supposed to get supplanted. Our God sent us into this. Now it's time that we woke up out of our sleep and come back to our God. They say broken wrist gang. Lord have mercy. Let's check this thing out here. Fair use.
So if you have a question for me and Stan about your relationship, your family issues, please email us info@spotlightoverthecity.com. Today's question of the week. Y'all ready? You ready?
Y'all ready? Let's go.
Dear Stan and T-Bomb, I am struggling right now because my wife has asked me to do something that is extremely difficult for me to do. We have been married for 11 years and we have two.
Wait. Before I play this, if you have children, tell them go to the back room. I'll give you a little second to do that. This is right now, this video here specifically, they're not really going to be saying anything bad, but this is adult talk right here. It's time for us to stop being ratchet and ghetto. We need to be trying our best to get out of the hood, out of the cities. Have you not watched the movie Leave the World Behind? Have you not watched Walking Dead? Fear of the Walking Dead? Black Summer? They're showing the same things over and over. Don't say you were not warned. Have you watched Colony? They're showing us already. Get out of them cities, man. And even if you want to stay in there, you have your little land. Even if you're not staying there, a little RV, a little cheap RV, they can get them on Facebook Marketplace. You can get, offer up, whatever, fix that thing up. You can do it. Some people practically giving them away. Get you a truck, be able to pull that thing. Hey, if you believe you can do it, you can do it. I'm telling you. All right. Let's go.
And kids up from our marriage. And our marriage has been amazing. I have had the privilege and honor to be her husband for all these 11 years. We are a blended family. She was married prior to me, and she has a teenage son with her ex-husband. Her ex has a terminal illness, and he's been given a few months or less to live. It has been very hard on her because her ex has been our great friend, and he really is a great guy. On his deathbed, he is requesting one last time to make love to my wife.
Uh-oh. This is the foolishness that's going on in our mind. How would a brother even think that he could do such a thing? Huh? We already have enough grace. Guys, do you know that the way that we live today is grace? The Most High didn't accept bastards as sons. The Most High didn't accept his priest getting with women who've been with other men. And then women walking around like as if, oh yeah, you need to have money. You need to take care of me and my kids. Hey, do you know that that's not in our Bible? And I'm not saying if you're new that you should go around bossing people around, telling them as if you got some type of, knowledge somewhere. Why? Because it's a transition. We're transitioning out of this world into light. It was darkness that we were in. The Most High have given us grace to come back to learn who we are, to learn our knowledge. So it's not for us to take the knowledge and go around whipping people. But what I'm saying is, as we're listening to this right now, hey, the Most High didn't accept bastards. Hey, if you don't know your genealogy, the Most High, if you didn't have your stones as a man or your private area, he like, nah, you can't come into the congregation. We had certain rules. Straight up, I'm just telling you the truth. You couldn't just go, take some woman, she just been married over and over and dealing with dudes. Hey, do you know how blessed you are? We walking around as Israelites like we just better than everybody. No. Humble yourself in the sight of the Most High. You are in grace. You need to be thankful that you're living through our sins that we have committed. You are in grace. Walking around in our righteousness is as filthy rags. Are you kidding me? Yes, we should make our calling and election sure, but through humility. Our sins have been washed clean. The Most High have reasoned with us. But we don't walk around like you're better than people. You were just like this before. Hey.
He said that wait a minute, y'all. He said that it is his only dying wish. She told him yes with.
Now you know what the brothers is thinking about this. The brother, he getting a little drink like, this Negro must be crazy. He must be out of his dang on mind. Am I supposed to feel sorry for you, dude, because you dying? One, let me tell you, sometimes we make silly decisions, and we can't make decisions out of emotion, guys. We must ration to make decisions, reason to make decisions, use wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to make decisions. Supposed to feel sorry for some dude because he dying, dude. We try to have honor for you, but you don't have honor for yourself or this woman or this man who her husband is. See, let me tell you, you more and more for this dude being a fool for asking such a question than him actually dying. That's what the Bible says. It says you mourn for a fool more than a dead man. See, we've been supplanted into thinking that being a nation of fornicators is okay. But the Most High said there shall be no harlots or whores or what they call modern day hoes among the children of Israel. That's just the terminology. I don't walk around saying that to women, but that's just the modern day terminology. It shall be no dogs or whoremongers or pimps and hustlers among our men. We have been supplanted, and our poor people are thinking that this is the thing to do, guys. They're thinking you go to the Christian church, there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm going to show you how our people have been supplanted into thinking and tricked into thinking that it's okay. You got the Rainbow Gang dancing on stage, and before you know it, they're going to change laws to where you can't say nothing to them in the Christian church, where they're changing the whole actual laws of God in his Bible. That's why the Bible says you should not add and take away. They're already doing this thing.
Even consulting with me because she said her heart could not let him down. She says she hasn't done it yet, though. She has, but that she massages him to make him comfortable.
Wait. So where's the husband in this? Does he know that she's massaging this dude? Let me tell you, I know that's your ex and all of that, and he's dying, but it ain't got nothing to do with you no more. I'm sorry. We'll send him some flowers. But really, what you doing in contact with this dude? If y'all don't have kids. Huh? Like, what simpleton is going to let his wife go up there and massage this dude? Are you kidding me? That's her charity, huh? You might as well go ahead and be with this dude. Straight out. See, let me tell you. We have become a nation of simpletons because they have put let me tell you, instead of the daughter of Zion, we now have the daughter of Babylon. And dudes, we're taught to be worshiping women. instead of worshiping our God. No different than what happened to Adam in the garden. When Eve even came back and said, when you read the conflict of Adam and Eve, against the devil, that she was the one wrong and caused Adam to sin. She said it with her own words. When you read in the Testament of the Patriarchs, it shows you, like Elder Rawchaa was just speaking about last week, that women, they deal with the mind of, wanting to lay down more than men. See? So we can see what's going on here. But listen, that's not the way the Most High called us to be. This was not so in our law, guys. And it's funny, the Christian church only read the New Testament when Christ was preaching himself from the Old Testament. I can preach Christ from the whole Old Testament without ever going into the New Testament and see the same grace, the same things in there, straight out.
Just hearing her tell me these things makes my stomach sick. He doesn't have a wife or any sisters, and his mom is deceased. So really.
So what? So what, dude? You, first of all, you getting ready to go meet your maker, and you worrying about, and let me tell you, you want one last fornication. Are you kidding me? Have we been tricked into being so stupid and foolish and so dishonorable in our nation that you think some man is going to let you, stick your situation in another woman that he deals with his own fluids? Are you kidding me? What, like the mindset, it just, and then this sister is simple. She's actually considering it. What drugs is this dude on while he's in that bed? They must have pumped some drugs on this dude. He need prayer more than anything. Let me tell you. Hey, you asking for some man's wife. That's just crazy, man.
All he has is my wife and his teenage son. Stan, man, I'm having a hard time with this. Her ex is dying, and I have nothing to feel threatened about or insecure, but I just can't stand the thought of him having my wife sexually as his dying wish. But I also don't want to seem like a cruel, insensitive man denying someone who is clearly about to die his one last wish. This is very hard. Please help me.
Is it hard?
I think that's hard for him.
It is?
Yeah, this man is dying. And if that...
Yo, the lady on the show, I think that's hard for him. This man is dying. Or should you even be on this show answering questions now? What is going on with our sisters? I mean, like, guys, you might think that a lot of sisters don't think like this, but most of them do. Because they're emotional creatures. From the garden. Now, you sisters among the children of light, you know better now. But guys, before this, I believe 7 out of 10 sisters will have the same answer. And I'm just telling you the truth. That's why the Bible says, who can find a virtuous woman? Because it's so hard to find one. The harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. When he says the laborers are few, there's many laborers, but where are the true laborers? It's hard to find a righteous man or woman. And I'm going to tell you, 10 out of 10 men, I'll give it 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 men ain't with this. They like, are you kidding me? We know we know what happens, behind closed doors with a woman. For us to, like, yeah, you can have her for a day, man. Are you kidding me? Or are you kidding me?
Man said, like, that's his dying wish. He's about to die. So it's not like it's somebody that's going to...
Well, wait a minute. We're going to have to talk about this. So the thing. That's a dumbass wish. That's the first thing, right?
Excuse the language, but listen, that's what a man had to step in and check you right at the door. Get that crap out of here. Where's your mind right now? This is Adam telling Eve, we're not eating that fruit today, sweetheart. Sorry.
Yes. It's totally stupid. Yes, it's the dumbest. So this is what I want to say. I don't know why she's struggling. So now I'm looking at you away. If you trying to, why are you?
Now I'm looking at you away. You've been having this show with this sister, and yeah, that make him feel like, hold up, what is really going on? That's why you have to do your research before you do business with people.
This half-dead boy. What are you doing? What is going on in your head, first of all? And then we don't have nothing to do with his family not being there. And that's a sad situation. See, that's the thing. It's compassion. It's a limit to stuff. So what I'm saying is, we're not responsible for his family not being there, and he don't have nobody. He didn't date well. This and that. I don't have nothing to do with that.
So guys. We're going to leave it there on that. But listen, we have to have, like, you want to say it's common sense, but it's not anymore. Guys, we have been tricked into the laws. Into the ways of the heathen. We have been tricked into the ways of the heathen. Disgusting ways. The ways of the Canaanites, all that. Check this out. Fair use. Let me tell you, this is all type of weird stuff going on this world, guys. We have to prepare ourselves because this thing is done. You got the immigrants coming in. You got a bunch of chaos and demons just coming in at an all-time high. I want you to see fair use of what people are dealing with out here, taking this thing in their arm. And just the mental illness and demons, what's really going on. Let me tell you, people are different out there. Hey, go and get what you need to get. Find your places that you know you can go to without drama and mess and peace and clean food. You got to start doing your research. It's real out here. Check this out. What's going on with our young men?
This video is not at all what it appears
Fair
to
use.
be. Every time I think I've seen it all, I end up seeing something even more demonic. Something that reaffirms my belief that there's something really wicked spread over the earth. So it appears that this man is getting put out for shoplifting and he's being dragged, and then all of a sudden security lets go. But that's not what happens. What happens is, as he's being escorted to the back, I guess to be apprehended, he digs in the back of his bootay, pulls up something, a load of crap, and smashes it on his face, causing the security and everybody who was trying to hold him down to disperse.
Guys, y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? This guy, let me tell you, I never thought I would hear things going down like this. How did this, you doing that instantly? Or was you that scared that it happened? I don't know how this thing works. But I've never heard of anything. That's a spirit. That's a demon. He's getting apprehended by the security for theft, allegedly. He digs in his pants and he pulls out some of his exit and puts it on his face. And these brothers like, I ain't finna be, dealing with that. This dude's on a whole nother level. I'm out of here. And the dude just walks away, find out the police wouldn't let him go. He's lucky he was just dealing with security because the police wouldn't have let his butt go. And here it is, as black people, we would have been supplanted. We already supplanted thinking that, we deserve everything because of the white man, so we can go in their stores and steal. And but they stole from us. Let's go steal from them. To where now, let me tell you, this dude done tricked these brothers. Hey, he didn't put some stuff on his face. Crazy. But let me tell you, if a cop was to deal with this dude, we'd be like, you didn't have to do that to him. You didn't have to. Really? No, this dude need his tail whipped. He need his tail whipped. And a lot of times they don't give you the full story. Oh, that's my baby. That's your baby. Your baby is a little demon. Sorry to tell you. The reality is everybody is not righteous. I'm sorry to tell you. Christ said you should not come out until you pay the uttermost farthing if you don't agree with the adversary. We want to act like everybody's just a saint just because they're black. It's not true. We've learned the ways of the heathen now, and even if the thing about it, guys, even if we didn't learn the ways of the heathen, you're still going to have some people who do wrong in every nation. It's just the reality of it. Yeah, let me tell you, it's getting crazy out here. Abortions, people not caring, the lack of love. Let me tell you, the love of many has waxed cold, guys. Everybody is for self. Everybody is for self. And hey, when the UN come through this thing, fair use, they're going to be ready to go. Better prepare yourself. Don't get tricked into thinking that the world is the way to go. Flesh is the way to go. Fighting a fleshly war is not the way to go. Fair use. Look what's going on. They don't care anymore. They letting the truth out. We've been tricked into giving our seeds and their souls away to demons, sacrificing our babies to Moloch.
You gotta repent,
Fair
sir,
use.
for murdering babies.
Why?
Because it's a sin before God.
Why?
Wow.
Stinky breath.
Yeah,
Why?
that's pretty evil of you, sir.
Yeah, I am.
And I hope and pray that you.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you do to babies.
Do you hear this guy? This, whatever he is, whatever his position is when it comes to these abortions, this dude is blowing his breath in this dude's face. And he's just like, that's a total spirit. Guys, these are not people here anymore. These are demons. And they're coming out front and center now. Front and center.
Yeah, I love it.
You love it, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I hope that you come to Christ, sir.
Oh, I never go to Christ.
I hope that you come to Christ,
No,
sir.
I don't go to Christ.
Yeah, you.
I don't listen to Christ.
You will have a darkened heart, sir.
I do have a hard, darkened heart. Yeah.
You have a darkened heart.
I do very, very much so.
And you will stand
Yeah.
before God in judgment
Yes,
day.
I
one day.
will. Every day.
You will stand before God in judgment
Yes,
day.
I
one
will.
day.
Every day.
All of the babies that
I
you
love
have
it.
killed.
I love it.
Yeah, keep tearing the babies
Yeah,
apart.
I will.
Keep tearing the babies
I
apart.
will.
Keep tearing the babies apart. Yeah, sir. The babies, their blood screams from the ground. You gotta
Guys, this dude was a straight demon there. This was a straight demon. This dude's, let me tell you, blowing his stinky breath and everything else. Right? That's when you know this is not a person there, guys. When you're going into some of these places, you're not dealing with people sometimes. He just openly admitted it. And you got a sister there know what this dude's doing. She got to keep her job because, she try to pay her little bills. But I'm sure she went home like, yo, I heard some crazy stuff today. Lord have mercy. This is what we dealing with, guys. Huh? So I'm glad we're showing this video. Why? Because our sisters can see. They led you into thinking that this was your choice. Oh, don't worry about it. We're going to take care of it. Do you know what they do? Do you know what they do with these babies sometimes? They do all sorts of evil things out there. Organ harvesting, eating, drinking blood, allegedly. It's all type of things, guys. It's all type of things. We got to come back to our God. We've also been supplanted into selling, transitioning into the transhumanism agenda. The transhumanism agenda. All they tell you, just like this with this abortion thing, It's your choice. It's your will. Yes, God gave us free will. He gave us free will according to his laws. And he said, you can do this, this will happen. Or you can do this, that will happen. Moses told us that in Deuteronomy. When you choose the wrong choice, you have to live with this in life, guys. Be careful. Your life is what you make it according to your choices. We have to live in our choices, guys. The Most High will forgive us, but if we make a certain choice, like Christ said, you're going to pay the uttermost farthing. You're going to pay the punishment or the penalty for it. And some things the Most High is going to let you go through because you shouldn't have made certain choices. That's just the reality of it. It's just the reality of it. All right? Let me see where we are here. 1 second. I'm going to play this one. Let me see. Yeah, so we've been tricked into transhumanism. We've been supplanted into that. It's people's choice to do what they want to do, right? Hey, I call this you being tricked, being compromised.
So I recently
Fair
transitioned
use.
to being a guy, and I had a doctor's appointment recently. That doctor said I was pregnant. Doesn't make any sense because I'm obviously a guy. So I'm going to a second doctor now to get a second opinion, and I'll keep you guys updated.
Dylan.
Thank you.
Now check this out. This person, you know, I don't know what to call him. So what he wants to be called. So this whatever, you know, he or she wants, transitioned. But before this, it was a woman. Okay, so check this out. Watch the confusion of the stupor here.
You are 6 weeks pregnant.
That's not possible. I'm a man.
Before you became Dylan, you must have been Tasha. And Tasha must have been having relations in order to become pregnant.
Well, she did, and then I became a man.
Well, now that you are a man, you're going to have to jump back in a position as a woman and become a mother.
Nope. I'm not going to be a mother, and I'm not pregnant. That doesn't make any sense. How can a man be pregnant?
Well, before your transition, things like that just don't go away. Like I said, when you transition, that doesn't just go away.
How is a man pregnant? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, technically, you're not a man.
Uh-oh.
I am a man.
I'm sorry to inform.
We don't listen. We're not saying we agree with the views of this video. This is just a video for fair use and educational purposes only. On some of the confusion that can go on with people's choices. Because there's a lot of confusion going on out there. This person is literally confused. Saying, how is this possible that a man can get pregnant? So it's showing you too, you were having relations, hey, not too long ago. So you made a quick decision. So you really was not even sure what you wanted to be. You just jumped into this thing. So it's people supplanting young people out here into thinking that this can't happen if you do this. You see? And I'm sure this person probably thought, let me hurry up and go, turn into Superman real quick. Let me go hop in the phone booth, turn into Superman real quick, and see if the baby will just up and disappear. Let me tell you. Reality has to kick in. They telling this person reality must kick in.
You have woman body parts.
Yes.
And you can give birth and you can...
How dare you? Where is your bedside manner?
Whoa. Where is your bedside manner? Huh? Let me tell you, the devil is supplanting everybody. And he wasn't supposed to plant Jacob.
I had bedside manners, and I tried to tell you as a doctor that we have been going over the charts, and the chart states that you are 6 weeks pregnant.
How would I look walking around as a pregnant man? Do you know the ridicule I would face?
Go back over to Tasha then.
Whoa. Go back over to Sasha then. Hey, these are the experts. These are the doctors saying this. It's not us. They the person giving this person counsel. It's not us. We just showing a video saying, man, make the right choice of what think and do your research before you transition. Hey, because if you're going to have relations before you transition, it's a possibility you're going to be like that. You don't have your bedside manners? The nerve. The nerve. Guys, we have been tricked. Thank the Most High that you have this truth, guys. I'm trying to tell you right now. Imagine you would have been supplanted into putting something there. Imagine you would have been supplanted into putting a scorpion in your blood. I made a song I'm going to play for you guys soon called No Sin in My Blood. I think I made this song about 8 to 10 years ago. It's an older song, but I was talking about all of this stuff. Didn't know it was going to be called what they call it, but let me tell you. I'm going to play it. Right? It's called No Sin in My Blood. Good Lord. I try to tell y'all that, hey, that's what's going on. And look how they try to, I want to show y'all this. Look how they try to always posterize our people on TV instead of the other nations. I wish they would put stuff like this on the news. Fair use. Instead of just showing our people as if we the only violent people. Yeah, you don't want to show no other nations, do you? We've been supplanted into thinking that we're violent, that we're niggas, that we are, that we're all of these bywords that they call us. Savages, wetbacks. That's not us. We're a holy royal people. So that's why I'm telling you, don't even dress like, don't dress and don't walk around. Don't have your countenance looking a certain way. Don't have your expressions to be evil like darkness. You are children of light. So you have to do everything in your power to not fit their narrative, guys. You do. Don't just say, well, he harassed me because I got a hoodie on. Don't put a hoodie on when you're walking into certain neighborhoods. Be wise. You want to go on TV and be another statistic just to say, yeah, he harassed me just because I had a hoodie on. Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove then. This is not your world. This is their world. You think just because you're following the Most High now that you can just go and just because you're in the right, just go and just, provoke situations. That's stupid. I'm here to tell you that's totally stupid. Let me tell you, Christ has so much power he can make, not all, but he can make you at peace with some of your enemies. He can. Fair use. So they put us on the news, and they've supplanted us into thinking that, and tricked us into thinking that, yeah, we were the ones violent. Let me tell you, the Romans came over here. The Greeks, Alexander took over all of these places by force. Esau took over things by the sword. You see? And then, hey, y'all, they just show it like it's just black people. I wish they would show this sometimes. Look at that. It ain't just black people. Put this on the news. Fox 26 News. Channel 2. Live at 5. Uh-oh. You talking about just a black woman, huh? Look at her. See? She fighting more than the dude. I thought it was just Jake. Don't let them think that this is how you are. So you must do everything in your power not to act like this, because it's really not us. We've been supplanted. Like I said, even if we were not supplanted, obviously it's always going to be some evil in every nation. But what I'm saying is, overall, we were not like this. We were the royal and the holy people, and not just stooping to anybody's level to do anything. We once lived with morals. That's why I like this new show I'm watching called it's called Lawman Bass Reeves on Amazon Prime. I like that show because this brother it's a little show during the time of slavery or whatever, but he is a brother who he lived by principles. His slave master had beat him in a card game. And he was like, listen, I know I'm a servant, so I'm going to follow my master, whatever the case may be, like the scripture said. But his master lied to him and cheated him in that card game. He like, nah, I live off principle, brother. It ain't going down like that. Everything in that show he lived by principle by, he going to show you what it's about. He like, I'm a fair man. I live by morals and principle. But once you push it too far, I'm going to show you that Jacob in me. Straight up. I'm going to make you respect my mind. I'm going to demand my respect. You see? Let me tell you, don't let nobody trick you guys. These people out here, the Romans been doing these things. You see, the Greeks, long ago. You see what happens when you join them in their parties. They come to pull the rug from under you later. Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, Tupac. Look what's going on with the brother Puffy right now. It's not really about Cassie, guys. The French was like, yeah, you want to come through with this? We taking everything from you. And hey, he barked up the wrong tree. They like Negro, we didn't give you all of this money. You think you're gonna come up in here and be at the top with us? Cause Puffy does love his people. That's one thing I do know, but everyone has their things they deal with lust and their mistakes. But sometimes you make those decisions, you dig that hole, you're gonna have to fall and lie in it, guys. So I pray the brother one day can repent, but I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of people dropping some stories. And I'm not here to say who's right and who's wrong or what's true and what's not. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a lot of things that goes on in that industry. Unfortunately, where people, when they get away so much, they think they can just keep getting away. And the Most High is like, nah. He will pull you back to allow you to repent and be able to turn away. You know? So, people can come back from things. But you got to be real about it and be contrite at it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't wish, evil on anyone. Look, this is what's going on in the world. I'm showing you all this news tonight. Fair use. Y'all see that? What we got here? A school teacher in Ireland who refused to call a student they will spend the Christmas period in prison, as the court has ruled. A school teacher in Ireland who argued that referring to a transformer student, I'm saying transformer, okay, as they instead of he was against his Christian beliefs will spend the Christmas period in prison, as a court has ruled. Enoch Burke, formerly a history and German teacher at Wilson's Hospital School in, I don't know where this is, Westmeath, someplace in Europe, was in prison for a second time in September. Second time. The teacher, who comes from an evangelical Christian background, had repeatedly failed to heed a court order barring him from entering the grounds of the school from which he was fired last year. Right? So, listen, guys. Let me tell you, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. They are hijacking. They are hijacking. Our law, statutes, and commandments. They're adding and taking away to the book. What did the Most High say about that? He that added or take away shall not be written in the book of life. You see? We should have never walked away from our God. It ain't over. It ain't over. I'm dropping some news on y'all today. Dropping some news on y'all today. Yes, indeed. You ain't no, watch that. Fair use. What you see here? What y'all see there? Huh? Fair use. Lil Nas X says he's entered his Christian era, but isn't giving up homosexual lifestyle. And they say this rapper Lecrae out there, he's down with this stuff now. So don't be surprised that some of these Christian rappers and singers and all that, let me tell you, they all with this stuff, guys. That's one thing about Christianity that I didn't like. It was so soft. Man, like you always second guessing as a man going the other way. Cause it's like, man, you is there men in this thing? It's not like a man gotta walk around hard all day, but it's like, you know, this is the guys they taking over this thing. Many shall come in my name saying I'm Christ, but shall deceive many. They're gonna deceive, let me tell you, possibly the very elect. A little nasty, Lord. Y'all, what's up, Bells? You know, hey, it's just it's a sad thing that this brother was supplanted out of his kingship and his promise for his forefathers. Lil Nas, brother, I know you're having a good time, but we can throw you in that water and clean your soul, and you can come back to the Most High of what you was meant to be. But you got to drop your pride and come to the truth. Look, y'all, let me tell you, y'all think it's a game. Let me tell you, this is what's going on in this world. Everybody want to brag about the Tesla, huh? Everybody want to brag about the Tesla. Fair use. I got my Tesla. Man, let me tell you, man, I'm sorry. Hey, this car is not what it's made out to be. Go get your money back. If you can, you probably can't, but you know it's not made up. You seen Leave the World Behind. You probably like, good Lord, I need to trade this thing in. That's why Texas is taxing their butts. That's why Texas is taxing their butts. They like, man, we still dealing with oil and gas. Cause this thing right here, you trying to find a charging station. It take this long to charge it. How realistic is that when you get into a world crisis where that thing take over you? Now they got their robots. Let me tell you, don't let Elon Musk supplant you and trick you. This dude's working with them. How many of y'all got this? Because they said this is generation number 2. The elite out there probably got generation number 1. How many of y'all got this as a servant in your house? The elite do. This is what's coming. They showing y'all the trash part. They got robots out there that do way more than this, I'm sure. Y'all wanted y'all Tesla, right? There y'all go. That's what y'all got. The image of the beast. Y'all wanted the image of the beast? There you go. They gave the image of the beast a mouth to speak. The robots is speaking now. This thing is trash, and it's gonna get smashed when Christ come back. Get out of here with this garbage. Let me tell you, this thing is trash, man. You can't replace the creation of the Most High with some garbage like this. Huh? Let me tell you, the miry clay shall not be able to be mixed with the iron. All of their kingdoms have came together as the beast system, the one world order, and they have their image of the beast. It's like the old Nebuchadnezzar statue. This is their new image. The daughter of Babylon. Yeah, they're gonna trick people into thinking, oh, we can heal you. We can take your body which is what the Bible call, your clay, because you made from the clay. And we can mix it with the robots or the iron, and you can think better. We can heal you. We can heal your body. You can walk again. You can see again. You can talk again. All we need, we put your conscience inside of it. The miry clay shall not be able to mix with the iron. You will be gone. Your soul will be gone. You will be punished to hell, and a fallen angel will be up in that thing with your conscience somewhere. Let me tell you, y'all better get ready. It's time for us to stop getting supplanted and tricked. Get your household in order and prepare for what's coming. Not in doom and gloom either. Because our God has us. He said he won't protect the faint-hearted. Not in doom and gloom. We praise the Most High as our kingdom come and this kingdom falls. Biden, you understand, still giving money to Ukraine. Biden is still giving money to Ukraine to bankrupt this country. Still giving money. You see this dude? This dude's still giving money.
I just signed another $200 million drawdown from the Department of Defense for Ukraine, and that'll be coming quickly. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You see? Fair use. You see? Let us come over here and build this country. And obviously through our forefathers' sins, telling us we're free. Let me tell you, we've never been free. They have not given us what was due to us. So what's going to happen? Our God will take us from this country. And he will give us what we're due. But we have to earn it. Because we're under grace. We have to earn it. We're going to have to work for it. He's going to take a 1/3 out of the 10%. But he's going to take us out like Egypt because of how Egypt became like that. With the rainbow gang and everybody dealing and willing and doing all that. Their magic, their sorcery. So it's just like all of these empires end up doing this. Pride comes before the fall. What do you see right now? You see pride. You see the rainbow pride coming before the fall. The pride of thine heart had deceived thee. See? Let me tell you guys. Pope Francis has officially approved a landmark ruling that allowed, let me tell you, guys, let me tell you, boy. And they have transitioned us, fair use. They have transitioned us. You see you, boy? There you go. Pope Francis has officially approved a landmark ruling that allows Roman Catholic priests to administer blessings to same-sex couples as long as they are not part of regular church rituals or liturgies. The Vatican's doctrinal office said such blessings would not legitimize irregular situations, but be a sign that God welcomes all. Oh, he welcomes all, huh? It should in no way be confused with the sacrament of heterosexual marriage, it said. The priests have long blessed a wide variety of people, offering a prayer asking God's help and presence. The Vatican had long said it could not bless same-sex couples because it would undermine church doctrine that marriage is only between man and a woman. Now see, this is the thing, guys. These people, they try to transition little by little, and as time goes by, they continue to change the rules. So they have to slowly get things in there. And before you know it, kaboom! Up front and center, they didn't change everything. Huh? And this is the effects of that. Fair use. This is the effects of that, guys. Fair use. This is the effects of that. We've been tricked. You thought you were going to church for Christmas, Easter, Jesus. That's what you thought. Huh? You know, we don't worship enough. Yeah, you want to worship, huh? Well, they giving you the worship now. Huh? I hear some people used to come and, yeah, we don't worship enough in the Israelite church. Well, you want to go back to the Christian church and worship? Come on then. Go on back over there and worship then. Huh? We don't care about all this Christian terminology in the Israelite church. We deal with the Bible. We do praise and worship the Most High, but according to Scripture, leave all of that. I'm sanctified. I have the anointing, and I'm gonna worship it. We ain't dealing with all that. You keep that crap over there, okay? Because listen, yay, we don't need all that over here. Y'all have done enough over there to ruin our people. Now, they have their free will and their choice, and we're not against any man in their choice. But we telling you, we're here to preach the word of God. Whatever they preaching over there, that's what they can do. They're going to have to deal with Christ when he comes.
Put your hands together. Pop. Kentucky.
Buffoonery. Look at the one behind him. Mystery Babylon.
Put your hands together. Pop. Kentucky.
You see, you guys. Let me tell you what, and let me tell you, you got grown men up in this place, sitting there chilling, not saying anything. That has nothing to do with our Christ at all. Huh? This is what I don't like. This is what I don't like. You'll have countries like this, right? Like Russia, banning all of the GMOs, banning all of these things. But why, do you come to our country and you allow these things here? Yeah, you banning all of that over there, but then you talk down on our country over here. I don't like that. You're working with the beast to allow these things to stay over here. All of these countries ban all of this stuff over there, but then over here, it can go down. Let me tell you, all of these guys are together, guys. All of these guys are together.
LGBTQ community in Russia, country's Supreme Court has ruled that
Fair
people
use.
from the community should be termed as extremists. This move comes after decades of suppression on the LGBTQ community in Russia. More details in our next report. Take a look.
Russia's top court has ruled that LGBTQ activists should be designated as extremists. Representatives of gay and transgender people.
So I'm gonna leave it there. I don't want to go too deep on it. I don't want to get the page strike, but this is the thing. Okay. They ban GMOs. They ban this. They ban that. But you're still working with America. Why are you not speaking up? Over here. You know, Russia, who the true children of Israel are. The Russian icons. You have this book. You know who we are. You know what you should be doing for God's chosen. But you are sticking to the covenant of Esau. Huh? Two different wings, but of the same bird. Different feathers, but of the same bird. You see? Yeah. So you're sticking to the covenant of your forefathers. We're going to go into a few scriptures about this. Genesis 25 and 19. I'm going to take a quick break real quick before we go into a few scriptures. Let me bring a few scriptures to bring this thing home, to show you how we have been tricked into thinking that this place was a place of God, a place of worship for the Most High God. God bless America. Which God? You never seem to clarify that part. There's many gods, but there's only one true God. We all worship the same God, my friend. No, we don't. Y'all pray like this. Y'all pray like this, like Buddha, and you know, with your yoga mats, and we open our hands to the Most High God to let Him in. You closing them out. That's not how we roll. You know, you sticking your butts up in the air when you praying, all that. We don't roll like that. To me, that's saying that you want Lilith or somebody to come around there. We don't roll like that. Because they be doing straight handstands, praying and all of that. They got all type of stuff they be doing. The Muslims, they get down and it's like, hey, what's going on? You walk up into the mosque. Hey, brother, that's too much men in that direction. I'm heading the other way. And it's deep because we know about these spirits and these demons. It's almost like we open ourselves to our gods. They're opening something that shouldn't be open to the demons in that position. It's not, listen, y'all, I know y'all think it's funny, but it's not a coincidence how they do these things, how they are so weird in their worships to their gods. How they go to that rock, and it's a female body part, guys. So what I'm saying is not far-fetched. You literally go in there, and it's one thing to get on your knees, but let me tell you, these guys is on their knees with their hinds up to the sky, straight out. Right? And then you got some people who actually literally do handstands and all that. I heard something so bad where some sister say that's why you stay away from yoga. Say she was doing yoga and something else happened. That's all I'm going to say. That means a whole demon is coming dealing with these people and these religions, guys. You see, so you have to be very careful to not be indoctrinated by these people, be tossed to and fro, especially if you're a new person coming to this page. Don't be tossed to and fro to every wind of doctrine. Your God is very simple. He says the things that these people do is abominations. They're worshiping the dragons, the cows, the fish, Dagon, all type of different deities. Worshiping men, statues, making images that the Most High said don't make. Who can't eat, who can't speak. They got our people worshiping a whole tree of Tammuz and Nimrod and Semiramis. Yes, yoga is a religion. Don't let them fool you. Talking about, this is to be calm. And yeah. You can be calm in the Bible. Come and read and pray with us. You can be real calm. And you can walk out with your integrity and your dignity and your morality. You got they worshiping the rats. Like I said, I don't know how the East Indians and the Chinese is getting along, because the Chinese is eating rats. So, you know, and the East Indians is like, hey, you just ate my cousin. You just ate my uncle. I don't know how that thing works out. Good Father of mine. So we're going to take a quick break. I am going to be right back, and we're going to go into these scriptures. I ain't played my brother in a minute. Let's get it. Fair use. Be right back.
All praise to higher. You know what I'm saying? This has been Here Am I. Indignation 103 on the way. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Thanks for vibing with me. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the support, man. We gonna get the kingdom. Look, I'm about to lose it. No need for condolences. He say you think you holy, huh? I respond, thanks for noticing. Focusing on the unseen like I'm on opiates. Copious faith, morphine to satiate hopelessness. Hit it. Hold it in, come journey in the spirit. We walking in the valley, we don't fear it. We above degraders, haters, we don't hear them. They showing that they babes, give them milk and some bibs. Being patient till it's nice, they don't know what hit them. But that scripture trying to cause you to remember. Royal people, royal standards, learning men, don't forget them. She say she can't remember, write them down and take a picture. Point it out when they wrong and they go to pointing fingers. Say you think you holier than now with all the fringes. I say I just want you saved, homeboy, the world is ending. Noah wrote about it in the scripture so you get the picture. What up, blood? What up, cuz? Yeah, thug, I remember. Application, nationality, I wrote down repenter. Holy nation, chosen people, and they say they can't remember. Get them scripts, work your wrist, write it down and take a picture. Never lie, falling woe, there you go, take a picture. Don't remember ever being free, just read it in the scripture. Help us change and be saved, they say you can save the scripture. She just seen us standing over here and came to take a picture. Is you listening? Be different, the word in it. And we Israel, holy nation, chosen people, man, they say they can't remember. Flip them scripts, work your wrist, write it down and take a picture. I ain't blow no trees and bunch of years in a
Quadam Recall, MC. You know what I mean? All praises be to the Most High. All praises be to the Most High. And I want to say this, guys, and I'm going to digress on it, but I'm going to tell y'all some real stuff you might not want to hear as Israelites. Let's go back to where we were in the world, where everyone was trying to get a record deal. The reality is, it will be a very hard thing for a lot of people to do. And I'm not speaking of myself. I have my own catalog and history and proof of what I did. Okay? So I can have a voice in this. But it's not about me. I make my tracks. I barely even listen to a lot of my music. You know, yeah, I do, but I'm saying I just continue to make more music. But I'm going to say this. The reality is, and this is not to downplay anyone, but we have to master what we do. The Bible tells us to play skillfully. So sometimes you people send me tracks. I don't want to discourage anybody, but I mean, too long have black people told each other lies and just told each other what you want to hear. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. If your track needs to be mixed better, mastered better, I mean, heck, if mine did, I would be hard on myself. It's times where we didn't have the best equipment and we knew that. And it's like, hey, we just trying to put the truth out there. But if you're we were overseas. When you're in America, you got a lot of people who help to mix and master. And, you know, not just that. If somebody's telling you you can do better at your raps or your singing, sometimes just give heed to what they're saying. And if they're being disrespectful, that's different. But if they're actually trying to help because they care, just maybe give ear to it and check it out. Maybe and listen to somebody else to see what they say. If on average you're hearing the same thing, don't force yourself to make a song and try to work that. Reality is, in the world, you wouldn't even make it to be a good local musician. And I'm saying that to say, you think just because you put on some garments of the Most High, you're walking righteous. Praise the Most High, you're doing all of these things. But that does not mean that that's your talent because you just decide to pick up a microphone one day. I have to tell you the truth, guys. Some of you guys send me some stuff and I'll hit you back. I'm going to be honest with you. It didn't move me. It didn't move me. It sounded regular. It did not move me. But that's my opinion. Maybe send it to someone else. But I'm going to tell you what I feel. If I didn't feel it, I have to tell you. Some of my tracks may not move you. But see, the thing about it, we shouldn't get emotional about it. But it's going to come a time to where once you start practicing and doing music for so long, you will even know when you put that thing out, it's going to hit. You're going to know, like, when I put something out, this ain't going to miss. And you're going to know, like, why so many people want to do music with you and all of these things, because it comes a time to where your talent, once you've studied it and mastered it, it cannot be denied. So sometimes I'm just saying the truth. It's not that I'm not like just picking people just because I like them. One, I'm going to pick someone's song because they're good under the elders. I really don't do business with people unless they're good under the elders. I'm going to ask anybody about me, any of the elders out there. Do I not call you guys to verify people? No different than we used to do in the street life. I call and make sure these guys are good standing, brothers and sisters, good standing with the elders. That's one. I can care less about a person's talent. Then I'm calling to make sure they're a kind, respectful person. Do they do other works outside of music? And to be honest, for me, I grew up in a different era. I seen this Scarface clip today. I never seen a man cry till I see a man die. That's the era that I grew up in, where music was a little different. I don't want to never knock the new generation, but I'm going to be honest with you. As we go closer and closer to AI, before I was in the truth, I told my boys when we were doing music, I said, this Autotune thing, I like some of it. But when it just took over hip hop is when I didn't like it. It was a point where they were using the Autotune to make a crisp vocal mix. And now people, you got this guy, what's the guy's name out there with the crown on his head? He cracks me up. Nino Brown. I don't really watch all of his stuff, but I seen something of him, and he showed Young Thug. He showed I don't even know a lot of these guys' name. He showed a few other rappers. Playboy Cardi and guys, he played their videos and how their voices sound regular. It was trash. I'm gonna be honest with you. I literally thought Young Thug can sing and do all of these things. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was trash. So I'm telling you, you might want to record yourself without auto-tune first and see how you sound. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the producers and the sound engineers should be getting 80% of their money from their album sales. I'm sorry to tell you the truth, because they're trash. They sound like people who don't actually have talent and are not supposed to be doing it. Just because you say you got guns and you selling drugs and you doing all these things, that doesn't make you a star. That doesn't make you a person that should be doing music. Just because you hopped in the truth, that does not make you that mean you should be doing music. I'm sorry to tell you that. If that's your desire, work at it. Master your talent the Most High gave you. And don't get emotional when somebody tells you you're not there yet, because I'm going to tell you. I'm sorry to tell you. I will tell you. And because I love you as your brother, and I've told people this, and they became 10 times better when I told them this, because I told them out of love. I didn't tell them out of thinking I'm better and to belittle them. But other people are telling, no, you good, because guess what? They're butt kissers. They're man pleasers. And that's not the men of the Most High around here. And this lesson is not around that. I'm going to digress, but when you see me pick certain songs, hip hop was meant to be very diverse. Even the brother who made the song Made for Your Glory, that beat, to be realistic, that beat is an older beat. But we should have never had to say a beat is older or newer. Hip hop should always have been diverse, and now it's only this trap music sound with auto tunes. Personally, I might need to start telling y'all, when you get on a track with me, turn the auto tune off if that's all you ever depend on. Now, if it's a tool and you're waking up the youth, I get it. But hip-hop wasn't meant to just sound the same over and over. Sometimes, like, some of these older beats are nice and people are still making new tracks to them. And that's what makes the beauty of music. Right? It was a time where, like, you had to actually have talent playing instruments. You had to actually be able to get on stage and sing. If there's no mic popping off, you singing. There's no auto-tune to cover your voice. Show that talent the Most High got. And if you can rap, you be beatboxing. I mean, people would, let me tell you, what happened to, like, solidarity, like this we are accepting everything fake. The fake boobs, the fake behind, the fake this, the fake that, the auto-tune. And guess what? I got songs with people who got it, but what I'm saying is, I think most of the people who I do it with, they can actually sing. But I'm just saying, like, we really got to be careful Because we are accepting everything fake. And before you know it, you are accepting the image of the beast and the mark of the beast. That's what the devil's trying to bring, everything artificial. I'm going to be dropping something when it comes to the bread. I'm going to be dropping some coal on y'all on my Patreon because I can't even put it on here. And why am I saying it? Because all the new food you deal with, no nutrition. You have to know your stuff. So I'm going to digress on that. But when I put something out there, I mean, I might play some old gospel type thing because that thing is filled with the Spirit and it's just, you know. But sometimes I get a little overwhelmed when I see 1,000 rappers who, and I'm going to be honest, most of them can't even rap. I'm just telling you the truth. They like, as long as I said a high in Yeshaya, I know I'm going to get played. Not over here. Sorry. So just so you know, make sure you come with your best before you send me something. Because music has always been something that a person, when we was in music class, had to study, learn the notes, try to become better, because this is who the Most High told them to be. So I'm going to leave it there. I don't have my Patreon yet. It'll be here soon. But trust me, you better be ready to watch it. Because I'm going to drop some stuff. You think I'm dropping some on here, but let's go into these scriptures. So why do I say that? Because Quadam he's one of the best MCs out there. And I'm not going to just say the truth. I'm just saying in general. You know, he's going to take time when you're painting a picture to do your lyrics and make sure that they make sense and things like that. So you got, you know, Shadiah, you know, you use a lot of Autotune, but you're a great artist even outside of that. You know what I'm saying? So but I'm just saying we don't want to depend only on that. Let me hear what God made you to really sound like sometimes. All right? Because that means that AI is really getting all the attention, and you in the background, and you ain't really all that. So anyway, and you know what? I'm gonna do this. This is what I can do to help y'all out. I'm gonna just let the people decide. I got my show G.O.C.C. Media. You know how people used to come on the radio show and do their little, you know, few seconds of rap. You give me 8 bars in a video, you in front of a mic, rapping about G.O.C.C. Media and the truth, real quick, some bars. I'll play that thing on here, and I'll let the people decide. And I want the people to start being real. Don't be disrespectful. But I'm gonna be like, what y'all think about that? Could have used this, could have used that. And the people need to start voting and deciding, not off of fame. No. Was this person spitting bars? Okay. Come on now. So, yeah, get on there and give me some 8 bars. Let me see what you got. Huh? Put a video of you. Give me 8 bars. I'm going to put it in the beginning of some of my shows, and I'm going to let the people decide. Because I'm known to drop bombs and hits. I'm going to always drop bombs and hits. I've been doing this for a long time, and I freestyle. I want to see, can you freestyle too without a pen? But now I'm going to let you freestyle with the pen. Because I don't want you messing up saying nothing bad. So send that to me. Let me see what you have. We're going to go right now to Genesis 25 and 19. And I'm going to try to run through these scriptures because I can't go through the whole thing. I just wanted to show you guys a lot of this news of what's going on, but let me see here. Genesis 25 and 19. You can be the kindest person in the world. That ain't gonna make me play your music. You gotta come with it. So. One second. Genesis 25 and 19. That's what I'm going, my bad. All right, there we are. Bring this over here so y'all can see it. Genesis 25 and 19. 1 second. I want to see something really quick. Since we talking about Jacob being supplanted, let's go into a few scriptures really quick. Let's just go to Night King. Can y'all see? Can y'all see? Yeah. All right, cool. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abram begat Isaac, and Isaac was 42 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian of Padan Aram. Excuse me. The Syrian to Laban, the sister to Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. So she had to go and pray to the Most High. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Now, if you want a very deep breakdown, I want you to go to historytimes.org, join our Hebrew and Bible Academy. Tonight, we're talking about being supplanted. Jacob has been supplanted, and we want to show you that Jacob was the one supplanting. Jacob was a cunning, wise one in the beginning. Esau was a cunning hunter, but Jacob, let me tell you, if it came to spiritual life chess, Jacob was on it. With Laban, he was serving Laban. He was wise as a serpent. He was using wisdom. Wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. But he knew what Laban was up to, and he was not going to let Laban, like I tell you guys at your workplace, he was not going to let Laban outdo him. Outwise him in a sense. Okay? So he ended up taking the sheep and the livestock of Laban and turning them to be pure. So he's like, yeah, you can give me them sheep right there. I'm going to fix them up and breed them like this. And before you know it, I'm going to have me some pure sheep, spotless sheep. That's Jacob. So I'm going to show you how we're supposed to be about Jacob. Okay? Gabar Moth, what's my thoughts on Brunity? I haven't heard all of y'all music yet, but I've heard some of y'all music and hey, it sounds good to me. So I haven't, I need to listen to some more of it, but every track I've heard, it sounds good to me. But I'm gonna focus on this right now. All right, verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. So you see how when you watch the hunting channels, you see Esau. Mostly that's what you see. It's not that black people don't hunt, but you mostly see Esau on the hunting channels, tagging animals and doing all of these things. That's what he does. So just how he would tag the animals, he would actually start doing that. He's tagging them. He's injecting them with all types of tracking devices. He would do the same thing to his brother Jacob down the line. With spying on them with satellites, invasion of privacy as you see today. So don't be surprised. They cause all of these so-called events, these false flag events allegedly, and guess what? After these things are caused, it seems that our security is being compromised. Every time there's some so-called event, but we're giving all of the funds to other nations. Right? So, let's jump down to 31. To 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that. I have to speed it up. With that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. Why? Edom means red. Because the pottage was red. It was not, the blood was not finished boiling out of the stew or whatever, of lentils. Right? You can find it in the New Testament that actually meat was in there. It wasn't just some lentils. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me? So he was very careless type of person, is what his parents didn't like about him. Is what the Most High didn't like about him. That's why the Most High could say, Jacob has I loved, Esau have I hated. Not because of his color. He's a very careless type of person to things that belong to legacy and honor. That's why the Bible said, don't be like Esau the fornicator. Because really, in their nature, they are careless and live very free. When you look at the Romans, when you look at the Greeks, they want to do sports naked and sleep with incest and do things like this. And in our neighborhood, and this is no, I'm going to be honest with you, this is no disrespect to any nation or Esau. But in our neighborhood, the reality is brothers was always like, the white girls was easy. That's just the reality of it. And when you go to the Bible, why it says, don't be like Esau the fornicator. So when we got the Gentiles that come into the truth, we teach them to stay away from things that strangle, stay away from too much promiscuity and all that, because that's not the way that our God wants us to be. So we teach them now to come among as strangers, but to now be holy as us if they want to be among us. These are some of the things that the Bible says itself. So the Bible, one thing I love about the Bible, is so real. It'll show you how women is walking around thinking, you thinking the women is just so pure, when it shows you that women is worrying about the flesh more than the man. The Bible is real with everything. It's just people want to get emotional. Why are you talking about them like that? No, the Bible said it itself. That's just the reality of it. Everyone is different in their own way. But when you come to Christ, you can put down the old man. You can put down the old thoughts that's in the devil. I mean, that comes from the devil. And we can become a new people. So we cannot be supplanted into going into these ways, because we already have been supplanted into going into these ways. We didn't listen to our God. Our God said he was put us on a foolish nation who will walk around tricking us. Guess what? They owe us 40 acres and a mule. We built this place, right? But they've tricked us into adding other people into the minority groups under the democratic policy. They have supplanted us, guys. So we're focused on who got the best Jordans, who got the best rims, who got the most women, who got the most carnal things, while we're being undermined. You see? And am I saying that every man who married a Gentile or a white person, that this person was like that? That's not what I'm saying. I have to give you the facts about people and how they were. The Bible is telling you right here. Esau was a cunning hunter. Jacob was a man dwelling in tents, a plain man. It's describing these people to you. The Bible says what it says. We can't change what the Bible says, but we can become better people on both sides. So don't ever take what I'm saying so real from the Bible as an offense, because there's no one size fits all. Okay? A lot of these things we'll learn. If Edom sees Edom doing all of these weird things, that's what Edom becomes, and that's what Edom does. They see their forefathers being free. Those girls and those men are going to be free. If Jacob sees, like we do now, sees our people selling drugs and doing all type of debauchery and weird things, killing each other in the hood, that's what they become. That's what they do. It's just what it is. Okay? So, Esau ended up selling his birthright. Let's go to the next scripture. So, because see, that's why the truth shall set you free. If you don't want to hear the truth, you're in the wrong place. It won't set you free because you're holding on to an offense. Our God is real with us all the way. He even tells you can be called least in the kingdom. That's real. He's not going to tell you, I'm going to have you a best spot in the kingdom, and you was being lazy the whole time. No, he's going to let you know right away. You shall know them by their fruits. You're going to get what you put in. You shall reap what you sow. So we're not here to straddle the fence or walk on thin ice. We're here to be respectful, but we're going to preach the Bible in its entirety. And none of us are perfect. We all got something to work on. But I'm not going to let that, oh, I can't believe he said that. I'm reading what the Bible says. All right? Genesis chapter 27. Yeah. We can't act like, people didn't come over here and pillage us. No, it's just the reality of it. Genesis 27. So that's one thing I do admire about the Gentiles coming in is they have to hear some real stuff on the side that we tell our own people and what their people do. That takes a lot of humility. Takes a lot of humility to be able to do such a thing. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's go to another example here. And we're going to try to get off of here because it's like 10 o'clock here, CST. I'm going to try to get off of here like 10:30. So I'm going to speed through some of these scriptures. I wanted to go through them, but the videos took a little time. I wanted to show you what's going on in this world. So I'm going to jump down straight to, we're talking about how Jacob put on the garments while Isaac was getting ready to bless Esau before Esau came back with the venison and the deer. 1 second. Genesis 27 and 15. That's what we're going to go to. And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son Esau, which were in the house, and put them on Jacob, her younger son. So even the women were wise of our people. And she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands and upon his smooth of his neck. Because when you see a lot of people who you think modern day are Arab, who have hair on their neck and all that and hair all over their back, that was really, hey, just because you have that does not mean necessarily that you were have Esau in you, but this was really a trait of Esau, guys. A lot of the Arabs you see with a long nose like this, guys, that's not actually the original Arabs. A normal Arab they look like black people. They have like more flat noses like black people. Those people were mixed with Turkish and Khazar and a lot of Edom and Greeks when Alexander took over. Those Arabs are not really Arabs. A lot of those people, even though they're brown and dark, a lot of them have a lot of Edom in it and you wouldn't even know it. When Edom actually went to go and mix with some of the Canaanites on the mountain of Satan. You get in the Hebrew Academy, you're going to learn about the serpent seed. Okay? Some of them mix with Ishmaelites. And so some of the Edom don't have that nose. That does not mean they're bad if they have that nose. But what I'm saying is there was a lot of mixing going on. So a lot of the Arabs you see when you go overseas, they have a lot of Grecian in them from the Greeks. Okay? So a lot of mixing. That's why I used to tell brothers when they went to, Egypt and all that, be careful who you get with because you don't really know what you're getting with. It's Persian that came to Egypt, French, Greece, like Alexander people and all that. All of his generals that were under him. So a lot of people that came there, you could be totally get with an Amalekite, not even know it. So you can't just go sowing your seed into any field. Sorry. That's a commandment of Jacob. Don't be supplanted from your gift and from your promise. So y'all either want to be real or not. Okay? So I want to jump down because we don't have much time. Jacob's mother is putting on garments for him so that Isaac, because he can't see, be able to bless Jacob, which was going to happen anyway according to prophecy. So that's when the Christian church tries to spin it as if Jacob's the bad guy. It was already going to happen. The Most High made the earth for Israel's sake in the beginning, regardless of who doesn't like it. This is just the facts that God said. And we're going to go to that scripture to show you that. 1 second. Verse 30. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce going out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. Excuse me. And he also made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. Because usually the firstborn will get the blessing. But don't forget this. When you go into the scriptures in Deuteronomy, it said, if your firstborn, once we, came out of Egypt, if your firstborn was an evil son, you would take him to the elders. And if he didn't listen, if he was a drunkard, they would stone him to death. Now that blessing would have to go to the other son, but usually we go to the firstborn. But this was already prophesied that it was going to go to Jacob. Okay, so Jacob and his mother understanding, right, that Jacob is the one who's supposed to receive the promise. Guess what? She and her not really necessarily liking Esau because of him not really being a good son, listening to his mother. He's too free. He wants to do what he wants to do. What mother of you, even when you have your own Israelite sons, if your sons or your daughters don't want to listen to you, they talk back, they curse you out, they're disrespectful. Which one of you like that? Outside of them being a different color of what we're talking about, which one of you like that of your own seed? So you can't get mad at this sister for not liking Esau if he didn't listen to his parents, because he didn't listen. He went to go get other wives of the daughters of Canaan guys. So it's just the reality. We have some people who have had fathers and mothers who have done wrong, and then those children come out good. So some of the people who are in the truth from Edom, they didn't follow the ways of their father no more. They don't follow the ways of their father no more. They're now repented just like we are, and they're doing good. Verse 34, let's go there. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O father. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety. So let me tell you, Jacob was wise. So you can think of subtlety like he was sneaky and all that, but nah, Jacob was wise. Look at how when it came to Laban, look at Jacob when it came to warfare. Subtlety does not always mean evil, guys. Okay? So, where am I again? 1 second. Subtlety and had taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightfully named Jacob? For he had supplanted me these 2 times. Because Jacob was a spiritual chess player, baby. So we need to come back into that. We are the prince of power, but let us not forget that we can't be letting these people play us like this. We have to start studying, finding out what's going on, how these people becoming successful, what's going on, and start reading and studying and asking questions, right? Working harder, getting together with our family. Like, hold up, these people are not going to continue to undermine us. Our people suffer for a lack of knowledge. Knowledge on all levels, guys. Once you start to know something, you don't have to continue to be the consumer in every aspect. But what you see, this is the problem what we do, though. We'll get a business and we only want to pitch it to Jacob. No. The Gentiles don't even do that. They have business for their people, but who are they coming to actually get the money from? From you. So you've been supplanted again. You thinking, I got this, just for the Hebrews. And then when you get upset because the Hebrews, all the Hebrews are still learning and growing. And some of them are still being supplanted, spending all their money with the Gentiles. And now you're upset. Nobody want to support me. Guys, everybody's still growing on certain levels. So it is, obvious that you should probably be universal with your business to where you're getting money also from the Gentiles. Don't forget, the Most High said we can actually take an animal that died of itself and go and sell it to the nations in the law. And you're being even more genuine in that. You are actually selling a good supplement. You're selling clothing. You're selling candles. You're selling insurance. You're doing all of these good services. Sell them also to Gentiles. Don't only sell them to your people. Get some of that money back that they've taken from our people. Okay? Or are they more wiser than you? Or are they more subtle than you? How they came over here to the Indians and put smallpox in their blankets. Are you going to continue to get fooled and tricked? It's time for us to get ready to bounce up out of here. So we got the knowledge to build our kingdom. Pay your tithes. Get together with your little family. Save your money. Make sacrifices. Stop eating out so much. Stop spending your income tax on rims and Jordans and put that money to the side to invest like the Gentiles do when the end of the year comes. All this carnal stuff is out of the window. It's time to prepare. Man, I can't get me no RV. I can't get me this or that. Hey, guess what? Yes, you can. You got your income tax just came in. Yeah, but we was gonna take a little trip. Hey, all right. Well, taking a trip. You gonna be ready to take a trip out of here? You gonna have the money to take a trip out of here? Because if you got a big family, let me tell you, if you traveling across the world, let me tell you, boy, it take almost $10,000. You got a big family just to fly over there. That's not to live. So, yes, you can have hope in the Lord, but you still should try to prepare financially. You got a big family like me, you're going to minimum pay $10,000 to get up out of here. And that's a ticket that you order ahead of time. So I'm like, did y'all really think y'all can build the kingdom broke? You better stop letting these people supplant you. While you playing poverty and trying to be too humble, they stacking up. They investing. They putting their money into tangible things. Don't let these people trick you out of let me tell you, out of building your kingdom. Oh, yeah, you got this nice chain. When I go into the store and they telling me, oh, you want to buy this jewelry? I'm like, listen, I don't wear it. I personally, this is my personal thing. So jewelry and stuff like that is nothing to me anymore. I have real jewelry and I have jewelry that's like stainless steel. Right now I got a little chain on my neck. Look, I'm so real. See, I'm a real dude. This chain is stainless steel off of Amazon. You can get this by about $20. Get this little silver little lion. Let me tell you something. I can take you to an old video right now, but I'm not gonna show it to you. Well, I had $17,000 chain on. But what I come to find out, that I was supplanted, that when it comes to this jewelry, that when you buy custom jewelry, it's not worth the price you pay for when you take it back. I'm telling you a fact. I've been that rapper with the diamond chains on. Trust me, diamond rings. I've given diamond earrings to my brother. This is not no games. I'm not telling you no lies. This is verified. I had $17,000 chain on my neck. Diamonds with clarity. So I don't feel the need to have to go around people to show off in the truth anymore. That's carnal. For in a time where people are in want to snatch a chain off my neck. Why would I want somebody to snatch a chain off my neck that's worth all this money and then I lost out? That's stupid. There's nothing wrong with you wearing real jewelry. That's not what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I got me all this is stainless steel. And I'm flying than ever. And nobody gonna tell me I'm not. Period. Because guess what? Hey, and if I want to wear some real stuff, I will. There's nothing fake about it. Stainless steel is real. And guess what? It actually blocks you from radio frequency. From radiation. That's what I call it. It blocks you from some of these bad frequencies. So I got gold and silver chains right here, but I'm not gonna be no dummy and wear that out there to certain places. That'd be totally stupid. Keep that in the treasure chest, because if things go down, I melt that thing down or I sell that thing and it's worth money on the market. You do what you want to do, but I'm saying as you grow mature and older, life is not about rims and jewelry no more. It's stupid. I'm just telling you the truth. I know many rich white people who have, like, they'll have this and they'll have this as the replica, but then they have the real one in a jewelry box. Like if they go to a ball or something, they throw that real thing on and then they take that thing back out, they get home and throw it in a jewelry box. Because they're like, nah, this is investment jewelry. But this is here, I'm gonna wear this thing outside. They see me with that real chain, but they gonna think this the real. When they snatch this thing off, I'm gonna give it to them. They'll get me another one off of Amazon next week. You see? Our people too focused on the carnal. You want to be looking good to your other brothers and sisters, and you wasting all your money. You can't buy land. You can't invest. You can't do none of these things because you're so caught up in Babylon and the Matrix, being supplanted by these nations. I go in the mall and they talking about, you want to buy this new chain? I'm like, man, I'm good. I come in here to get something and I'm up out of here. Yeah, these Gentiles asking you, do you want to buy all of this stuff? Ask them, do they want to buy some stuff? And guess how they answer you? They're going to tell you the same no. And the Chinese is hustlers. Boy, you go up in their restaurants, they making, free. They getting dogs for free, cats for free. They ain't have to spend nothing for that. So they taking that back home and they making dollars off of you, knowing you're going to be hungry on your lunch break. It's time for you to start packing your lunch. You can actually you can save more money. As much as you spend at these Chinese restaurants, you go get you some steak or something like that. And don't forget, I'm not buying no East Indian garments. You can do that. That's on you. But when I seen that rat video and I smelled some of them fish smells on them clothes, I said, I'm good. I ain't giving these people my money no more. I had said that before I seen that video, but that made it even more. One of their cousins could have just, sat down on the shirt for a little second. That's all I'm saying. You putting that on your queen, and what's that smell? That must be the dye. That ain't no dye. That's something else. So, verse 40. Hold up. Verse 39. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Okay? Verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of this blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father at hand. But then I will slay my brother Jacob. So after I'm done mourning, I will slay my brother Jacob. What does that take it back to? The spirit of Cain and going against Abel. And guys, I'm not telling y'all can't wear real jewelry. I have real jewelry, but I wear it occasionally. Okay? But I'm not gonna wear that if I'm going to the hood where some haters are gonna be and stuff. Yeah. You gotta be wise. You gotta be very wise. Okay? You go among the wolves and the hungry, even though the Most High is protecting you, just got to still be wise. That's all I'm saying. Anyway. And you know what's funny about it? I got the real diamond earrings and I don't even wear them anymore. They just sitting in a box somewhere. It's just crazy how I do things now. It's like when you had some of these things before, it's like when you had it, you didn't. It's like when you walked out, it wasn't a difference. It's almost like you wearing it for people to verify. It was like this is all garbage. I could have put this thing in Bitcoin or something. I could have had me $17,000 worth of Bitcoin. Man, you trade that chain in, and them people were like, oh, we can only give you this for that. What? Man, do you know how hurt I was before it was time for me to leave America? Because I had a cross. I had a diamond cross chain. And I tell you, they gave me a nice Gucci link chain. It wasn't really custom, but when the gold is more important overseas than the diamonds, they don't care nothing about diamonds. They like, oh, we just throw this in the trash. So they gave me, with the money they gave me, once I traded it in for the Gucci link chain, I needed some money over there, so I traded that chain in. They gave me what it was worth. And I asked them, I said, when I gave one of my rings up, my diamond ring, pinky rings, I said, what you gonna do with the diamonds? He said, oh, you know. Now all they wanted was the gold. I said, wow. I learned, I'm like, man, our people over there fighting and killing for diamonds, and over here it's not worth anything. All they really care about is pure silver and pure gold over there. And I said, boy, we've been supplanted. They telling these rappers and all these people, oh yeah, you getting this diamond, this is clarity. They probably done made machines to tell you these diamonds is real. Man, you gotta be careful, guys. You gotta be careful. So, anyway, because some people just want a good word and a good reaction. That's why some people wear stuff. Oh, you're so beautiful. How much is that? What type of clarity is that? Oh, really? Oh my goodness. That's some people actually live for that. It's not even that deep. Like, seriously. That's all you want out of life? You're gonna get your blessings. Just like that man praying and open. That's the blessings you're gonna get. You get your little reactions. Everything you're supposed to do is supposed to be for the glory of your God. Okay? So if you do wear it, glorify your God with it. Don't glorify the flesh. So let's go to Genesis 32 real quick. We got like 10 minutes left. I got to get through this thing. Ooh-wee. Sorry, I was all on the camera. Genesis chapter 32. We're going to talk about how we come into the truth. We see what's going on in the world, how these people are trying to supplant us and trick us and undermine us, and we just having hope. Hope is good. But to build the kingdom, you have to bring a brick. Go and get your hands, get some mud and some straw, and make the brick. But even better than that, Christ gave you a talent, right? So he already gave you the talent. What are you going to do with it? Everybody's good at something. Cooking, looking. What do I mean by looking? So that's security. That means you looking out. You're a watchman. And you got to make sure you ain't just big naturally. Keep yourself in shape so you won't be out of breath if you got to hold somebody down. I'm sorry to tell you. Get yourself right, Judah. Get yourself right, baby. You can do it. You're worth it. I believe in you. I got faith in you. But do you have faith in yourself? I don't want to keep hearing you. My wife cooks so good. Get up in that gym and keep working until you get it down. You can't be called a Judah gorilla. You gonna be called one of them little small monkeys that be taking them little backpacks when they running. You got to earn the right to have that name, because the Bible also talked about excellent bodies. Just so you know, for people who's like, oh, I can't wait till we not worrying about any carnal. Guess what? The Bible itself talked about excellent bodies. The Most High himself. He said, get certain bodies that were like above average to go to war and to do certain things like that. That's what the Most High himself said. So some people, they want to be average, some don't. It's all good. Just like when it was time to go to war, what did the Most High say in Deuteronomy? He said, those who are scared and faint-hearted, tell them to go home. It's all good. If your brothers are scared, tell them to go home. He said, for those who had just got married and they haven't been with their wife or they haven't eaten from their vineyard, they can go home too. But what I'm saying is, everything is not for everybody. Some people just accept who they are and that's what they want to be. Let them be. We're not going to argue you down for that. But You can't tell us we shouldn't speak these things to motivate the rest of the people who may want to do them, who want to get better. Okay? Chapter 32, Genesis, verse 1. And Jacob went on his way, and the angels of God met him. And when Jacob saw them, he said, this is the Most High's host. And he called the name of that place Mahanaim. And Jacob sent messengers before Esau, his brother, unto the land of Seir, country of Edom. And he commanded them, saying, thus shall ye speak unto my lord Esau. Is this what I wanted to go to? One second. No, that's not what I wanted to see. Hold up, 1 second. Yeah, it is. Let us go down. Let's jump down. This is what I wanted. Where do I want to go? Verse 24. That's where I want to go. Sorry about that. Verse 24 says, and Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the break of day. What did he wrestle with him about? And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint, as he wrestled with him. And he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. So the sun's going down. And he said, I will not let thee go. Like, I ain't letting you go, except thou bless me. This is Jacob. Jacob ain't waiting for nothing. It's a difference between waiting and waiting on the Most High. It's two different. Let me tell you. Waiting on the Most High means you still put forth your hands to it. Jacob fought for a blessing with an angel. With an angel. He didn't just be like, can you bless me, angel? Please bless me. I'm doing bad right now. Yes, some people go through that to pray to the Most High. But let me tell you, if you got the wherewithal, you need to know who you are and who you come from and where you come from. Stop letting this world supplant you. Your forefather went out and got his. He went out to get it. He was working 14 years for his wife. He worked. He worked with his hands. He fought and wrestled with an angel. Not in an evil manner. He just like, listen, man, I need you to bless me, man, for real. I know you them angels, and I know you're going to go to the Most High. I need you to bless me, man. That's Jacob. Yeah. Let me tell you, sometimes you got to go make it happen. You got to have faith like our forefather Jacob. And he said, I will not let thee go except thou bless me. That means whatever goal you have, you don't let it go until you accomplish it. That's the forefather we come from. That's Christ. Verse 27. And he said unto him, what is your name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, your name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and men, and has prevailed. Like you don't, he like, you know what? I respect you. That's like your manager at your job. Like, you know what? You work so hard. I got to respect your mind. I don't really like you, but your work ethic can't be denied. You need your own company. You need your own business. You're great. Huh? That's how the Most High can make you at peace with even your enemies, because let me tell you, once you master your stuff and you studied your stuff where nobody can gainsay it, your talent can't be denied. And the whole world will search for you because you're so good at what you do. You're going to be like that little dude on The Walking Dead who knew how to press bullets. They had to kidnap this dude. He was so good with pressing bullets. He was a so-called modern day, what they call genius. We don't use that terminology because we know that word comes from genie. But he was intelligent in what he did. See? It's not all about just looking good and fresh. Because you can only look good and fresh for so long if you don't work and you don't put your hands to a plow. Everybody have to work at something. Even Christ said that. Verse 27, and he said unto him, no, we read that. Verse 29, and Jacob asked him and said, tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, wherefore is it that thou dost ask me after my name? And he blessed him there. Like, why are you asking me my name? Jacob was like, listen, I want to know what's going on. I don't want to be kept in the dark. My daddy told me some things. I need a blessing. Hey, Jacob like, listen, you ain't going nowhere till I get a blessing, brother. You finna let me in on some of this stuff. And the angel had to respect his mind. Verse 30, and Jacob called the name of that place Peniel, for I have seen the Most High face to face, and my life is preserved. Let me tell you, boy. And even though he got hurt, he wasn't crying about that. Let me tell you, you're gonna fall. You gotta get up. Yes, I'm transitioning this into modern day, but I'm showing you who you come from. Stop getting supplanted. It's time to start studying and becoming good at what we do. I tell people when it's time to go in the wilderness and we need to sing around a campfire or praise or freestyle or rap, ain't gonna be no auto-tune. But what you can do, you can have one of them sisters sing and you could be rap and she could be ad-libbing over your raps. See, you got to use wisdom. You got a brother who done made an instrument and made a little drum up in the wilderness. You know, the person that came out there made a flute. You don't need this. Let me tell you, you don't want to fully depend on this stuff. Yes, I know it's the new sound, and that's what we use to wake up the new youth. I get it. I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all. But if that's all you depend on, and really you're trash outside of putting auto-tune, I'm sorry. You need to sit down and work. It's just the reality of it. But like T-Pain, he could actually sing. So I could actually listen to that because I'm like, this guy can actually sing. You know? So yeah. 1 second here. Hell yeah, I like this one. John 15:8. Y'all ready? A lot of people want to know what they're coming into this gospel for. They think they just come to the Sabbath, worship the holy days. Yeah, that's a part of it. It's a part of it, but yeah, you know. You don't want to be that evil servant with that talent not doing that. You know my shows is call to action shows. Encouragement, exhortation. Here we go. All right, here we are. Lips getting dry. John 15:8. Here, wait, let's go to 7. If you abide in me and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Just like Jacob was with the angel. But Jacob didn't just ask the angel. Jacob went to go and take a hold of the angel, and he said, I need a blessing. In this world, modern day, you're in a capitalistic society in the captivity. You got to know your stuff. You got to study your stuff. You got to know the secrets of how they do this stuff when it comes to credit, all type of stuff. Let me tell you. You're Jacob. You're the former of all things. And you know when Jacob learned something, boy, can't nobody take it away from him. Esau be getting mad because they feel like they've been supplanted again all the way back down to Esau. Once you learn something, let me tell you, and once you know you learned something, Jacob, you learn it quick. And let me tell you, they don't like that. They don't like that. That's why when Satan is let loose again, a lot of the nations are going to be looking, not all of them, I don't know. Hey, they're going to be looking like, I can't believe this happened. I got supplanted. They're going to let the devil get to their mind again. Jacob learned something. He opened a package. He ain't even read that thing. But I'm going to say you can't do everything like that, though. You can't do everything like that. Some things does take a little knowledge and reading and experience. But once Jacob gets it, let me tell you, Jacob cannot be touched. And the Gentiles hate that. So this lesson tonight is about, have you been supplanted into just doing all of this evil and becoming distracted? Get back on your game and start building your kingdom. You know they can't stand when you learn something, you just pass them up and they be like, I've been doing this for 30 years. You just came in 1 year. Hey, my God is with me. Wisdom rests upon Jacob. Rests upon Jacob. You must have forgotten who you are, guys. You must have forgotten who you are. You must like how it feels when we were in captivity before we got baptized into poverty and things like that. You must still like that feeling. When you come into the truth, do you think we're supposed to be peasants and just walking around with sackcloth? Oh, no. Rise up, Judah. Rise up. Verse 8. Herein is my Father glorified. What does that mean? This is how you glorify the Most High. I'm going to say it again for all the Israelites who's just coming to class and just sitting down and that's it. And just keeping the... You're doing good, but that's not enough. I'm sorry. Let's do more if we can while we have a little time. This is how my Father is glorified. That's what it's saying here. That ye bear much fruit. And that's on all levels. Your talent, waking people up. Everywhere you go, you're supposed to be shining your light. So that's why I'm telling people, you want to be regular? How is that glorifying the Father? Just telling you. Hey, Christ is giving you the game in the red letter right here. Herein is my Father glorified, that you bear much fruit. Not throwing rocks in the water and scaring the fish away because you didn't find out you're a Hebrew and that's all that matters. Going around boasting, being cocky. Christ is like, hey, you need to change your attire. You need to change the way you speak and be more respectful and learn how to be the supplanter like Jacob. Learn how to be the prince of power because you are fighting rulers in darkness, principalities. That's your name was changed from Jacob to Israel, but you are Jacob and Israel. See? You're supposed to be crafty and subtle. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But you're just going out there telling people what they do wrong. That's not wisdom. Have some compassion for them. These are people, grandmas, uncles, all this stuff. Maybe one of them might wake up if you have a little compassion and show how the Bible has taught you to respect your elders. Herein is my Father glorified, that you bear much fruit. So shall ye be my disciples. This is how you shall know you're my disciples. Now, all you do is come to class. That's good what you're doing. I'm glad you're coming to class. I'm glad you have your head wrapped tight. I'm glad you have your nice fringes. I'm glad you have your Israelite garment. But what else? What else do you have to offer? Learn how to make some of them Gentiles buy some of your stuff. That's some game right there. That's when we know you got game. Of course, the Hebrews will support the Hebrews. Of course, the Chinese will support the Chinese. But the Chinese, are they more wiser than the children of light? Will they come to your neighborhood and sell to you? Because you show buying it. Find a way to go and sell to them. That's game. That's wisdom. Let me tell you. When you're universal, when you become a chameleon, when you like Paul, be all things to all men, let me tell you, all nations buy my supplements. I could have came on this thing, put a Hebrew with fringes on here. I said, oh no, let me get on Amazon to see how these things look and how things look. Oh no, I'm going to have the corporate look. I'm going to compete with the best of them. See? I'm going to compete with the best of them. You see, this is how this thing works. And I still, yeah, I got the heavens. I got the key. See? It don't just mean key, it's catchy. I got the Most High's name right there on the supplements. Yeah, and some people who I deal with, they say, I see the Hebrew writing on there. Some companies ask questions like that. You see? They know. So what I'm telling y'all is, hey, you sure you Jacob? Or Facob? Huh? I'm just saying. This is how you glorify the Father. We keeping the commandments. That's the easy part. That's regular. Duh. The law is not made for a righteous man. Duh. What else? So I don't want to discourage you. You keep keeping the commandments. But there's more to it after a while. That's all we're saying here. There's more to it after a while. Okay? Show some charity, and people might want to ask, why are you doing this charity? It's because of Christ in me. Now they want to join. And let me tell you, there's a civil war trying to brew down the line. Having certain connections with certain people, making friends of mammon. Civil war goes down. They're like, I know that person. That's a good person. Leave them alone. Let me tell you, you never know what type of seeds you planting out here. Every seed is not for a person to follow the truth, guys. Okay? Every seed you plant is not for a person to follow the truth. Sometimes it's going to save your brother or sister life. Sometimes, guys, do you know when you walk in a place, how you act will be how they're going to treat the next black person? How you leave a tip is how they're going to visualize the next black person who comes in here. Because some people, and you know, people can do what they want. Some people don't even tip. Some people are so cheap, they don't tip. They don't have no honor. They want to go to a fancy restaurant. Oh, I paid enough money in here already. But you should know how these people get paid their money. You know, you're an Israelite or Israel might be. Huh? Or you're a Benjamite be. What are you? Huh? Stop the fronting. Let's take our time. Let's backtrack a little bit. Now, you know what? I've been keeping up with the Joneses a little bit too much. Let me tone it down a little bit. It's not even about all that no more. My kingdom about to come. I'm about to be shining in the kingdom already. I just need to endure and make it through this time. I can still look nice. I can still be clean. I can still have all these things, you know, to a certain degree. But some things is just not necessary right now. I done spent all this money on this car. I could have had a whole bunker over here, full of food. When you do the math, you like, man, I could have. How much a bunker costs? I could have just had a bunker built. I'm just saying, I don't have a bunker, but I'm just saying it's like the mindset has to change. Guys, when you do the math on certain things, like I see this, I live on land. They got these, they're not four-wheelers. What do you call those things that they're like golf carts, but they can actually roll through the mud. What you call them again? I forget what you call them. They selling them things $10,000. Don't go and buy something silly like that for $10,000 where you can actually go and buy you a truck or something that can continue to make you money. A tractor that can continue to make you money. They sell like the price range of certain things that's not worth it. It's for people. You know why they sell things like that? For people who are consumers, who have the consumer mindset, who don't even think. You just buying stuff just to buy it, just because you got money. Right? Come on now. Jeremiah 29:4 real quick before we close it out. Jeremiah 29:4. Oh, that's my notes, not that. Go back to the scriptures real quick. Jeremiah 29:4. Jeremiah 29:4. See, I want to remind you when we went to the land of Babylon, we're preparing to leave here. But, one second. There we go. Jeremiah 29:4 says, because some people, they found the truth, and now you're just waiting on the Lord. You're not even trying to build your kingdom. No. So you're just waiting. Guys, you can don't let the day pass you by. You can enjoy your life still on the way to the kingdom. You can. You only get one life. You just got to be wise and prepare, obviously, and have priorities and prioritize. Right? So no, don't just stare at the wall like a Hebrew. Just staring at the wall. You don't turn the TV on. You got candles going up in that thing. And if that's on you, that's on you. But I'm just saying, we already been through a lot in this thing. You being too hard on yourself to where you can't even do good works to wake up other people because you're bringing them to the joy of Christ, but through misery and through we just humble and we gonna be humble anyway. It's supposed to be joy and happiness for our people. Have we not been through enough, us and our people? Don't you want to have a good house where you like, man, I'm inviting people over for the Sabbath. I got a cabinet here just for the guests and for the poor and the house guests. You got to start to think like a king and a queen. You got to start to think a little different, guys. Abraham it was a law for our people when they harvested their vegetables, their corn and their grapes. If some new growth grew on it, or some that they left behind, the Most High said, leave it for the poor, leave it for the stranger that's going to walk by. You know how much land you have to do that? That's like the country roads where you drive by, it's still some leftover corn. It's like allow the stranger to be able to take that stuff. Okay? But sometimes we can't even see ourselves getting some of these tangible things, which is good because you can turn them over into something important when it's time to leave. Right? Verse 4 says, thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, unto all that are carried away captives. Are we not carried away captives here too? Just like in the past, whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem unto Babylon. Now we are in the daughter of Babylon, spiritual Egypt and Sodom. Build ye houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat the fruit of them. Take ye wives and beget sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons, and give daughters to your husbands, that they may bear sons and daughters, that you may be increased there and not diminished. And seek the peace of the city whither I have called you to be carried away captives. Don't be like stirring up the people. I'm sending you unto them, but don't go there and try to cause beef. I'm the one put you unto them because of your forefathers, and pray unto the Lord for it. For in the peace thereof shall ye have peace. If you give peace, you're going to get peace. Blessed are the peacemakers. Okay? So, why am I saying that? We are going into a time where Paul said it's going to become a time where you're not going to want to think about having a baby or getting married. We're coming to that time. So right now, you still have a little time to get yourself together. That's why I brought that scripture out. Some of us is getting in the truth too depressed, and you was more cheerful even in the Christian church and in the world sometimes. And if a man sees a woman, he wants to see you humble, and he don't want to care about the flesh. He wants to see you covered, but he also don't want to see a plain Jane too much. He don't want to see a plain Jane too much, to where let me tell you, you done took yourself off the market knowing you want to get married, and then by the time you had that thought again, like I want to get married, it's wartime. So don't be too hard on yourself. If you want something, pray to the Most High about it. Get yourself together. Get your priorities in line. If you want a wife, work hard as a young man. Get yourself together. Guys, the time is running out. Okay? So, yeah. That's why I went there, to show people. One second. Exodus 12:35. It said, and the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. You're in a time right now, before things get too crazy, in a time of plenty, it's time to focus on your household. You're going to come to the church. You're going to be doing with your services in the church. But you got to balance, and we got to build our kingdom together. In the church and at our homes. Working. Okay? Getting our bodies right. Getting ourselves in shape. Eating a healthy diet. Learning better ways to become better people. Not regular people. We're not regular. We're the most holy people on the face of this earth. All right? So, yes, we will not stay in this place forever. So, we need to get what we can get. Spoil this place legally. Yeah, you gotta tell black people legally. Okay? And that just means like they let you borrow things if you got your credit right. You work hard, you have your good job, you learn how to save your money. You just learn how to invest. You learn how to use this money. And who knows, the Most High might bless us before we leave. It might be possible, but right now you have the time to use your wherewithal to do certain things. Okay? 2nd Ezra 15:10 says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. So we being supplanted, we just being tricked, being caught up in their web. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. So we're going to have to leave this place. This is the Egypt he's talking about right now. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. It's going to come a time where we're going to leave this place, guys. Okay? And, we already know that in Obadiah it talks about how the Most High is going to deal with, how he's going to deal with Esau. And obviously we're talking about the mount of Esau. And all of these people under Esau who have made league with them, all the rest of these nations. The battle of Armageddon, Christ is going to come back to crush them. Only those who serve Christ will survive. Everybody else will turn to dust and the powder. Okay, Romans 9:1 through 16 already showed you that Jacob, he was already promised to be who we are today. He was already, the world was made for our sakes. It tells you that in Ezra's. Okay? So no one can say, well, why would God do this and do that? All you got to do is go to Romans 9:1 through 16. You'll see why. God said he can have mercy on who he want to have mercy on. Compassion on who he wants to have compassion on. Esau, he was born, but he wanted to do his own thing. So, hey, I'm not going to like you just because you're my son. I'm not going to like you just because you're my family member. You have to prove your love. You have to show that you're family. Right? 2nd Ezra 7:11. Let's go there really quick. Because for their sakes I made the world, and when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now was done. Huh? Let's talk about Israel. 2nd Ezra 6:8 through 10. Jumping around. As a matter of fact, yeah. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau was born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The hand of man is betwixt or between the heel and the hand. Other question Ezra asks not. So let us jump down. 1 minute. I'm going to jump down. I want to jump down to verse 54. 54. Go ahead and jump down to 54. 1 second. Get some of these precepts for the newbies or the people who still may not understand that let me tell you, the world was made for our sake in the beginning. No one can say, well, why would Jacob do this? Let me tell you, the Christian church is wrong about this. The world was already made for Israel's sake. Okay? Verse 54, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. So all people come from Adam. Just like Abraham, he made a few nations. He made Ishmael. He made the Midianites, you see? He made the Edomites, the Israelites. Just like Adam. Hey, come we all. But check it out. What does it say then? And the people also whom thou hast chosen. All this I have spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou hast made the world for our sakes. As for the other people which also come from Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have been ever reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thine only begotten, and thy fervent lover are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance in the world? How long shall this endure? So guys, we were brought here in these curses. Now we have gotten the truth. This place is fallen. We are rising. Okay, we're not falling with it. So let us rise and show that we're the children of light. Ezra was asking these questions because the world was made for our purpose until Adam sinned, and it caused the way from being wide to being broad, to being narrow, excuse me. Okay? Thorns and thistles. Work became hard. Toil became hard work. Sweat of the face shall you get your bread. So knowing that it's going to take work, and the Most High said, hate not the laborer's work, he's going to bless your hands if you work, as long as you're following the commandments. Okay? Yeah. So, I'm going to go into this other stuff a little next time. I wanted to go into, to some other things because, boy, I'm going to go into this other stuff next time. We're going to talk about next time about this modern day image of the beast. We're going to talk about it in one of my future lessons. We're going to talk about this modern day image of the beast and how they were making an image to Nebuchadnezzar, but modern day, what it is and things like that, okay? So we're going to show that, and how all these nations and these migrants are coming over here for this last money grab, like Elder said, and how the world is trying to make us to worship this image. And they've been transitioning us slowly. Okay? So we have to know how to use some of these things to our advantage before the big thing happens. So the time is running out, guys. Okay, so it's about to be 11 o'clock. I have to shut it down. I have to go and get me something to eat. I got a lot of work to do, as usual. So, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy that every day I can wake up, work, do better for myself, my people, my family. You have to thank the Most High for that every day. But don't miss out on your purpose. Don't miss out on challenging yourself. The Most High likes to see these things happen. He likes to see challenges. He's a man of war. He wants to see people fight for what they want. He's a man of war. He's not just giving anyone anything. He didn't just give Jacob anything. He could have just blessed Jacob to where Jacob didn't have to go to Laban and work 14 years. He could have blessed Abraham the way he could just put Abraham into the land of promise. Abraham and the guys, we had to go through it to prove ourselves, okay? That's all I'm trying to say here. So we're going to leave it there tonight. Yes, we just dropped. Oh, man, we just dropped this beautiful supplement here, guys. Oh, boy. One of the most powerful supplements on earth. And I'm going to be doing some blogs about it. I'm going to show you why. This is one I wanted to bring on, but it was so hard to get pure, so I got it pure, and it's not from China. So I want to bring to you this beautiful MSM powder from keysupplements.com. Huh? Yes, indeed. I want to bring to you this beautiful MSM powder. Okay, from keysupplements.com. Guys, I'm going to tell you a little story on how I started this supplement company. And I'll come on another time, but I'll be brief. But this is why I started my supplement company with this supplement here. A lot of you don't know, only Elder Rawchaa, Malak, and the brothers who started with me know that I had a partial ACL tear. I was doing a Kobe Bryant move before I left. I was very good at basketball, and I still am, but I refused to. I got to be careful now. But I play pro level basketball, right? So I was doing a 360 layup. I was winning so good. I was in the truth at this time, but I was playing at a park. Did a 360 layup, came down, knee buckled, got a partial ACL tear. And yeah, I was on the ground crying, boy, that thing hurt. Went to Africa. We were doing the Hebrew and Bible Academy, the first one. We were in the physical Hebrew and Bible Academy, and I would run up 5 flights and stories of stairs with big old, the water bottles, because that's what they had in Egypt, the water bottles on my back. I was always that person trying to go too hard in rehab on my knee. I was doing too much. It was time to jog. I couldn't keep up the jog. Sometimes I couldn't actually walk on my knee, guys. So I went to go and get my my little x-rays or whatever the case may be. They said I didn't have to get surgery, but so time goes by. I'm doing good. I got to wear a knee brace off and on because sometimes it just pained me so bad. Eventually, my other ACL popped because it was starting to favor one leg. One morning, I just woke up, bent down, other ACL popped, literally, just from doing nothing. Because sometimes your leg starts to favor another one. I hear Elder come on with Lindsey Williams. It's an Edomite brother, Lindsey Williams. He has a book on MSM, powerful book. I can't find it online anymore. He comes on with Dr. Truman Burst years later too. This is over it's like 7-8 years ago. To be I don't know the exact time, but this is a long time ago. This is at least 6 to 10 years ago. And they both were saying that they took this stuff, and I'm always like, I didn't start taking colloidal silver till Elder Rawchaa had mentioned it when we first got into the truth, and they had mentioned MSM. I said, let me look this stuff up. I was like everyone else. Oh, forget supplements. I don't take supplements. Oh, I don't need protein. Oh, I was like everyone else, and so I had to go back, obviously, to get another, X-ray or whatever on my my knee or whatever. And yeah, once again, I had another ACL tear. So I started taking this supplement here, and I have to be careful what I say on here. And I was like, man, I don't feel nothing. Me and the brother Ralph, you know, the brother who sings to Zion with Elder Rawchaa, we were both ball players. I mean, he plays on pro level too. He's a very good player, him and his brother. And, we both started taking it. Believe it or not, it helped his knee. So I know he was excited to see me have it on the site. But I said this to say, on the 6th month of me taking it, I almost gave up on it. I said, man, I don't feel anything. It's not doing anything. But I knew, I was like, black people will take something and they're like, oh, it don't work. So I'm a very consistent person. So I took that thing. And let me tell you, after the 6th month is when it started to work. Sometimes your body, when you start taking something that's good, it's been lacking it for so long. It's trying to like hold on to everything. And it's, for some of you, you think it wouldn't take 6 months. But I'm going to tell you, flaxseed, when you're trying to get rid of radiation, flaxseed is one of the things that does that. It's a lot of things that does it, but flaxseed is one of them. It takes two weeks to get in your system. Ultra test, like testosterone, natural testosterone, 2 weeks to get in your system. It's a lot of things that takes 2 weeks to even get in your system. MSM, creatine. It's a lot of things that your body needs time to get used to. This is a total fact. I'm not making this up. So after the 6th month I'm taking it, I had to get up sometime like in 5 hours, but I felt like from taking it that I slept 8 hours. And I'm like, man, this stuff is good. I'm taking it with the moringa powder because you need vitamin C to absorb it. So I'm taking both of these, and you know we got moringa on the site as well. I suggest you take it with that. So I take it morning and night. Sleep is crazy. Energy is crazy. Cleaning my body out. You know, and before you know it, guys, I had so much pain. I'm not going to lie to you. It was very rough for me. Sometimes I actually couldn't go to work because I couldn't even walk. My knee would just give out like that. And I'm wearing this knee brace so tight to even be able to try to hop around. And it made me a believer because, you know, I worked out a lot. And when I couldn't work out, that hurt me. So I'm just taking this stuff faithfully. And guys, I went from not being able to squat and run or jog to squatting 500 pounds again. I started reading this book, Squat Every Day with Elder Rawchaa, and I started squatting. I started light and I moved up because I always was squatting before, but I couldn't do it after this. So I'm squatting. And the guy who a lot of you fellas see on the internet taking weight and walking around with it on his back, I did that before before he was thought of. And I'm not taking nothing away from him because he's on the roids, but he's a strong guy still. He's still a strong guy, the guy with the dreads. But this is a story. I used to take the squat because they didn't have a mirror while I was squatting. We like to work out with the mirror, me and brother Aquan. I like to work out with the mirror. So I would take sometimes 300 pounds, walk it to another side where the mirror was on my back. And then it got so good, I would take 400 pounds, 500 pounds from the safety of the squat rack. I took it away and I had to walk. You know, it's very heavy because I was squatting every day, so your body get real strong. I would take it away from the safety rack to go and squat in the mirror. I just wanted to squat in the mirror. It just motivated me because I'm around a bunch of Arabs and Egyptians. It wasn't no motivation in there. Squatting in the mirror. One time, this guy who was real huge on steroids comes in there, and the owner comes to me and says, man, and he was a big dude, but I wasn't as big as him because, you know, he was on the juice. He says, you scared that guy. He said he never seen somebody your size lifting all that weight like you lifting it. And I said that to say, man, I knew, I said, man, when I come back, I got to start this and help my people with it because the world don't know about MSM. Guys, this is years before any black people knew about vitamin 3 plus K2. Black people really didn't even know about supplements really like that. Not many people. So I come back and I started this company based off of me being a person who used to be like, oh, supplements don't work. Let me tell you, that couldn't have been further from the truth because that actually turned me back into a friggin' crouched lion into a Judah gorilla, being able to do all of these things. And still to this day, I'm still able to do all of these things. Now, I choose not to do certain exercises anymore just to prolong my health. But guys, don't just think supplements don't work, because they actually, it's people who witnessed with me who it helped their needs. It helped their hair. Hair was growing so fast. They like, why your hair growing so fast, Elder? I'm like, I don't know. But I knew why. I was taking that good old MSM and that moringa. Why you got so much energy? Let me tell you these things. Let me tell you, that right there is my number one supplement that I would take over anything, because it does so many things I can't say on here. I'm gonna have to do a whole show on it of how much it does. I'm gonna have to do a whole show on it of how much it does. So I just wanted to put it out there that that's a brief reason why I started this supplement company, because this specific supplement, I finally got it. It's not from China. It's pure, hey, kosher, ain't no madness in that thing. There you go. Get you a little juice, take it with it, that and a little moringa, boom. And I made the powder because sometimes people, sometimes they'll put it together in another way and it's cheap. Nah, I got the powder. I used to take the powder before I was taking this one, one of the top powders. I'm competing with that company now. So, I got that pure powder, guys. You put that thing in your little juice or whatever the case may be, or your water. I take it with my water every morning, because I'm so used to it, because I'm like, this saved my life. So, boom. So I just wanted to put that little testimony out there, because, man, let me tell you, it does a lot of things I can't say on here legally. But go and get you some. It's here. KIIYsupplements.com is here. I can't tell you who can take it, who cannot. Do your research. Don't come to the site asking, can children take it? You have to do your own research. You, your own parent. It's certain things I can't say. That's all I'm going to say. You either, for those who have ears, let them hear. I have to be careful about these things, and I have to follow the law. So, my babies do a lot of things. That's all I'm going to say. Because we all want to be healthy. If you can't hear, then you can't hear. But I'm going to get up out of here. Tonight, I had fun, beautiful lesson. But I got to go get me some good old food. I got to get me some good old food. So anyway, peace and blessings. We're going to be doing some more call-ins soon. And don't forget, the Bible trivia is coming. And I'm not lying. It's coming. I ain't never not kept my word. It's coming. So be ready. I'm just getting the questions and stuff to ready. All right. I see people ordering right now already. Y'all funny. Anyway, peace and blessings. We love you all. Don't forget to go to our Hebrew and Bible Academy, historytimes.org. Don't forget that we're having Passover. Sign up for Passover. You want to be there. You don't want to miss the Most High's feast. You need to start saving way ahead of time for the best feast on earth for our Lord and Savior, who was our sacrifice to our sins. Okay? It's not about spending all the money on just the clothing. It's about Christ at the end of the day, because things can get expensive. But let's start saving way ahead of time so we don't go into our feast days with complaints. It's a blessing, okay? We love you all. Shalom. Get your skills up on that music. Let's go. I don't want to hear ABC 1, 2, 3. Let's get it. Okay? So, some of y'all best artists, I'm sorry that y'all send me. It'd be ABC 1, 2, 3. Even in the truth. Come on, I'm motivating y'all. Let's go. You want to get your little 8 bars or your little 16 together for G.O.C.C. Media? Yeah, I'm going to play it on you. I'm going to show the world how you do. Come on, let's go. But if you mess up on that thing and it's whack, the world going to be able to see that you are least in the kingdom. No, I'm just joking. But get yourself together. Peace and blessings. Let me stop messing with y'all, man. Shalom. Historytimes.org.
The Bible. Is it hard to understand?
When it comes to reading the Bible, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that this is the Word of God.
The seals have been broken, and the truth is here.
And when we go throughout the scriptures, when we go throughout extra biblical records, we find that the language that God employed, that He used to create the heavens and the earth, was the Hebrew language.
Christ said, I came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But yet no one, no religious leader, no religious church out there anywhere can now identify the 12 tribes of Israel. Can we? God is quite simple, but it seems as if man makes understanding Him hard.
What are those mysteries?
The truth of your book and the truth will make you free. The Hebrew and Bible Academy. You're